so high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Get on board. We're smiling on top of the world. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world and keep the sky on your mind. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world. Flying, get on board. We're smiling on top of the world.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, Dory. Hey, Kiki Eyes and Hairbag. I have pinned the link to the top chat if you guys want to come on up. Hairbag, how is the grandbaby? Congratulations goes out to Hairbag. He's a grandfather. Wow, we've had a wild week, especially politically. Makes that 2 attempts this week at our future president. Hairbag, are you coming up? Oh, hey. Waiting on Dory to come up. Kiki says, I was cutting an acre and a half yesterday and lost my phone. It took me forever to find my phone. Happy I did, so I can get your live this morning. Oh my goodness, Kiki guys. Try that again, Dory. May have had some trouble coming up. Oh. And I don't think anybody has heard yet or anybody knows. Katie K is back in the hospital. She broke her ankle this time, guys. Busted it up pretty bad, and they're going to do surgery on it. Bless her heart. It's like she just can't get the luck to go right. So, Katie K, if you're with us this morning, our prayers go out to you. Prayers for a successful surgery and a quick recovery. Good morning, Dory. Can you hear me? So absolutely. Good morning, LW. So yeah, our prayers go out to you, Katie K. Like I said, we're praying for a speedy recovery. and a successful surgery. I guess we need to just take donations and start wrapping our poor Katie K in bubble wrap. She's such a sweetheart. We love her. We love her to death. This place wouldn't be the same without you, Katie K. So what do you guys think about this last week in the scene of politics? And the way it's playing out? It feels like a really bad Saturday Night Live skit. It really does. Weather is affecting everybody's stream yard from Southwest. That means Kentucky, North Carolina to Texas to Alabama. Y'all need to hold that weather and keep it. I don't want it. But I'm glad we're getting some rain across the hot spots there. Keep trying, Dory. I don't know what's happening. Can y'all hear me okay? I hope it's not my sound overall. But anyway, yes, two attempts. Iranians are claiming one. Of course, we've heard all the ins and outs now at this point of the shooter. Okay, thank you, Abby. And boy, is it wild. You can't disagree on the fact that they allowed him to get up there. They knew he was there for 23 minutes? Almost 30 minutes they knew he was there before he fired. They allowed him to get up there. They allowed him to take the shot, and they took him out before anybody could ask why. And of course, it sparks the conspiracies. Wild. I agree, Kiki Oz. It was miraculous. It was so close. And guys, as far as Trump, would I hang out with him on the weekend? Probably not. He wouldn't be on my friends list. But the good news is he doesn't have to be my friend. I don't have to like him as a person. I don't have to like his choices in his private life. I don't have to like any of it. I just need a man who is going to run our country without putting his pocket first. Somebody who's going to fight for us. And I can say that's exactly what Trump is doing. Yeah, that's true. LW says, ain't no damn Iran. The first one didn't work. The second one will be blamed on Iran. The WW3 is their Christmas. And I agree. That's a scary thought, too. Yeah, and how convenient for Biden to test positive for COVID. Are y'all scared? Because majority of Republicans carry guns. Are y'all afraid of retaliation? Because y'all claim, the Dems claim they didn't do it. They didn't do it. Wasn't them. But you can't forget Biden's words. It's time to put a bullseye on him. Really? Trump was being prosecuted for the things they made up on January 6th. But Biden gets away with saying things like, put a bullseye on him. Really? Really? Because I perceive that as a direct threat. And you can't take it back once the incident has happened. You can say, I didn't mean that, but you said it. You incited it at the very least with the rhetoric, with the constant pounding in the media of how evil Trump is. What a tragedy it would be to have him lead our country. The media pumps that into these people's ears. So at the very least. Exactly. But even worse, though they didn't hit our president, other people were shot. Other people were assassinated. So we can't really call it a failed attempt. Though they didn't hit Trump, the action was executed and people were harmed. People were killed. So assassination, yes, it was. We have to take the word attempted off of it. Because again, although Trump wasn't the one that went, that got killed, there are people who did. There are people who were assassinated in the attempt. You gonna come up, airbag? Ooh. See if we can get her up here this time. Oh, fingers crossed. Come on, Dory, connect. There you are. There, I got you that time.
And I can hear you.
Good deal. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. I had to 10 minutes before then I'll be disconnected as soon as I get on the bus because I'm on the Starbucks Wi-Fi.
Traveling around this morning, huh?
Yeah. Well, I try to do it every day during the week. Go up to the senior center. It's my obligation.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So they have this municipal bus. They call it the freebie or the Mooney. And they don't charge anybody to take it, and it takes me right up there. So.
Oh, well, that's really neat. So what do you do up there with them?
I have lunch.
Oh, you have lunch with them. Okay.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I just happen to be a senior.
That's all right.
I think you have to be over 150 to have lunch there.
Well, I bet that makes the crowd small.
What's that?
I said, I bet that makes the crowd rather small.
Yeah, there's only like one of us, just me. I just go up there by myself. I'm just kidding. I'm like the youngest one there, and I'm 68. So most of them are like late 70s, early 80s.
Cool.
Yeah. So what you? I couldn't hear what you were talking about. What were you talking about before I got up here?
The president, the future president, and the 2 attempted assassinations, and how I don't like calling it an attempted assassination because although the president wasn't the one who was killed, there was someone who passed. So it's still assassination.
Yes, it is. But what you said 2 assassinations, or you're just talking about that same day?
No, the next day, yesterday, there was another one.
What happened? How did I miss that?
They caught a gentleman heading towards the convention with an AR under his coat.
No way. I
Yeah.
did not hear about that. I was busy ambulance chasing over here because their laundromat caught on fire.
Oh
So
Lord.
yeah, so I didn't see I didn't see the news. I was busy watching our news unfold in front of me.
It was so wild. And I don't think I could ever get anybody to believe me. And I can't figure out, I can't remember if I was watching it live on the TV or if I was watching a video of it being replayed. Because I walked into the living room and I couldn't tell you how my husband was viewing it. But what we viewed was they were, he was doing his speech, and then we heard the shots ring out, and then he went down. When they finally got him up into the car, whatever I was watching flashed a photo of JFK and Jacqueline. And it was a really fast flash, but they flashed a photo of it.
Well, I
And I
had said
thought,
something about that yesterday to someone, like actually the bus driver. I was like, because they asked me what did I think of it and of the attempt, and I'm from Canada, so I'm not allowed to vote. So don't get I'm not picking a side or anything. And I said I didn't know what to think because you know in a way it didn't look like Trump, even though I really knew it was. And I said, but if I was Trump, I would not want to be running right now after that experience because the Kennedys didn't learn. So why isn't Trump learning? Like there's a lot of people out to get him and his family now. Like he's putting his whole family at risk.
yeah, oh yeah. And everyone standing around him at a convention, I agree. Both of them need to get off the trail, find a room, and get on TV.
Yeah, and he's getting exactly. He's putting other people's families at risk.
Exactly.
Like, is he not like reading the room? I guess not, right?
Right. And I think they should go back on camera in a private room. You know what I mean? Tell us
Yeah.
what you got to tell us. But no, while I was watching it, like I said, they got him to the car, and as soon as they shut the door, there was a flash on the screen. It was real fast. I don't know if anybody else seen it or not. I haven't heard
See, it's
anybody
so
else
hard
say
to
it.
tell. It's so
But
hard to tell.
there was a flash of a black and white photo of
Yeah.
JFK and Jacqueline that they flashed.
So it's hard
And
to tell what that was that you were watching. It might have been
right.
somebody might have made a video to make it look like something else, but
I thought, wow, subliminal
it's really
much?
hard to you don't see look, I was driving my car in Seattle, Washington, and I was on the freeway and something hit my windshield and I swear it was a bullet
Oh my
hit
gosh.
my windshield and put a little, what do you call it? It didn't break the windshield, but it put a little like a not a hole, but you know what I mean? Like there's something really
That little spider web chip.
a small chip like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And then I had been given this bracelet by a Buddhist monk because I was having problems with my ex-husband. He was like stalking me, and
Mhm.
he was really upsetting me. So my friend, who's Cambodian, she took me to this monk, and he gave me this bracelet, and he said it's going to protect you, right? And so as
Mhm.
soon as that happened, the bracelet just fell off my hand, off my arm, like it untied, literally untied and fell off. And I was like, what's going on? So I called my friend. I said, this is what happened, right? And she said, and at that time, there were a lot of like drive-by shootings in Seattle, a lot of things like that going on.
Mhm.
And so she had her mother call the monk. And he said, oh, it fell off because it had already done what it needed to do, which was protect me. So
Mm.
apparently it protected me from a gunshot. Obviously
Wow.
not from my husband though, right?
Right.
So I mean, it's just to me, it's just a story. just like what you told me. It's just a story. I mean, I don't know if someone tried to shoot me or not,
Right.
or shoot at my car or whatever. I mean, I didn't take it personally. I didn't think someone was trying to kill me,
Right. But I mean,
specifically
it's
me, but I could
Seattle.
have been a victim of a random shooting, right?
Right.
And
Um,
Seattle used to be the safest place, and now it's like one of the worst places to live in the world.
Army that asked, has Trump spoken yet? Yes, he has. Yeah, he went the very next night and spoke.
So
He's wearing a little patch on his ear. He didn't want to wear the patch,
I want to
but
see his ear. No,
I
I'm just
know.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I say just put one of those
I
gauges.
believe he. No, I mean, to me, that's the receipts that he actually got shot. Is the hole in his ear? If I don't see it, I don't know.
If it were me, I would be sticking one of those. What do they call them now? Gauges. You know where it stretches the ear right. I would put a gauge.
Oh, you would.
Yeah.
If the hole is big enough, maybe it just nicked the corner of his ear or something, or the top. You know what I mean? Not didn't
No.
actually put a hole in. I
Yeah.
don't
It's
think
a
there's a
hole.
hole in his ear. I think he just got nicked. And
No,
it's
there's a hole in it. There is absolutely a hole in his
oh,
ear.
okay, okay. I want to see the hole.
I know that's kind of what I said. I wanted to see the hole.
I want
You
proof
know.
there's an actual hole there. I mean, it's just the day and age that we live in. It's like, I don't know.
Do you
Who had,
in the age of the where we are in the internet and social media, do you think we've become too receipt happy?
yeah, I think so. I don't show receipts on my channel ever. If you have a receipt, you need to go to a more important channel.
No, but what
Okay.
I mean is like, just like Donald Trump. Does he have a hole in his ear? Did it nick the side of it? Does it look like a piece of cottage
But
cheese?
how hard
And
would it be to
we're not
show his
gonna
ear? How
in
hard
this
would it
day,
be?
yeah,
Why
in this
wouldn't you
day and
want proof?
time, we want to it's crazy. We want to see the ear. And that is really so crazy
But
to even say.
the reason why we want to see the hole is because somebody got killed. And we want to know, why did someone have to die that day? Did Trump actually get injured or not? It's not about Trump and his ear. It's about, did this really happen the way we thought it did? That's
Oh, for 100, yeah, for 100 different reasons, we
yeah.
wanna see the ear, and just I mean, and that's where we are in this day and time. Our curiosity says, "Wow, what does the ear look like?" And
But
just
yeah, there's
where
like we are over. We're receipt happy now. Like,
yeah, like, if we don't see a video, it didn't happen. That's where we are in this day and
no,
time.
even if we see a video, it didn't happen. That's where we are
Right.
because
Yeah,
of the way
now
technology is today. Like when we saw the walk on the moon, we just believed it because there was a video. We didn't think, oh yeah, they're in a studio faking this. So I don't know if they walked on the moon or not. I did meet an astronaut though, in person, in real life, at a barbecue. You know,
did they go to the moon? Absolutely. No
they
doubt they
they
went to the
they
moon.
didn't say
But the
anything about
video
that to me. I met an astronaut, right? I met
uh-huh.
one in person at a backyard barbecue, and he didn't say anything about going to the moon ever. The whole time that I talked to him,
I'm trying to if I'm
you
not
see what I'm
mistaken,
saying? Like,
it
are they
was the
not allowed to talk?
interview.
Why would they not be allowed to talk about it?
Oh, because think about it. I mean, think about it. In this day and time, we have the technology, right? And when we see a spaceship in space, like when we see a satellite or they're launching something to the space station, and they've got that outer camera, right? So we
Yeah.
can like has any has anybody ever thought about when they recreated the video of being on the moon, it was really common sense, guys. There's not a camera crew on the moon. Think about it. There's not a
Okay,
camera crew
your logic
on the
doesn't.
moon,
Okay,
right? So
your
we're
logic is
watching
not flying. Okay, I'm just saying your logic is not flying.
what I'm saying
I
is,
was there when it happened. I saw it via satellite live from the moon. Okay, and I'm still a little skeptical, not because
I'm trying to answer you.
I didn't see the video. I'm a little skeptical because of what 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 America had at stake.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. But let's take
You know,
let's take
we're
it
gonna
to
have to
real life.
produce a video of some sort, or no one's gonna believe that we went to the moon.
Oh,
You know?
absolutely. Did we go to the moon? Yes. Was the video produced at the moon? Absolutely not.
Uh, yeah,
And that's
maybe
what
not.
I'm saying.
I don't
Think
know.
about it. Think about it.
Right?
You know,
Yeah,
when
true.
we were kids and we saw something on TV, in our minds, it was our eyes seeing it. But the reality is there's a camera recording what we're seeing.
They
So
would have had to make. They
there
would have
has
had
to
to
be a
make the
man
video in advance, though,
that
before they
that's
sent
what I'm
them to the
saying.
moon.
Like,
Yeah.
do you remember a camera crew going with the guys? No. There was not a camera crew waiting on the moon for their arrival, okay?
Right. Right.
So that's your first clue that,
Right.
something's a little off about this video. Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's not a camera crew waiting for the arrival on the moon.
Well, they were trying to make it sound like somebody went out there and filmed him making the first step, but then it wouldn't be the first step, would it?
Exactly. There were other things like
Why wouldn't he have a camera in his hand filming his foot?
exactly. The other clues were things like
But
we all remember the photo of the footprint, the famous footprint, right?
yeah, I gotta go because my bus is here. But I might, like, when I get up to the center, maybe I can hop back on if you're still live.
Okay. All right.
All right. Talk to you later. Thanks.
Bye, Dory. Thanks.
Bye.
But yeah, the footprint, the famous footprint that we all remember seeing. Hang on. My apologies, guys. I'm the only one up here, and I had to get a phone call. But yeah, the famous footprint that we all remember seeing on the moon. Oddly enough, that was not what the tread of the boots looked like on any of the suits. The boots didn't look like that. Hey, Army Vet. Power's back on. So yeah, with that, I'll say that. Do I believe they visited the moon? Yes. Do I believe the video was of the moon? No. I do believe the video was recreated on Earth. Y'all got to remember this was before Steven Spielberg learned to play with the camera shot and the angle and the color and the lighting. No, Armstrong called her. But am I mad about it? No. I think that was something that is honestly would be straight out of Gen X book. And that's the way we think. If you can't take your camera with you, or if you can't take a
What up, Mousy Mouse? Man, that Mousy Mouse. I don't know how much power I got, but we're gonna roll it. We're gonna roll it till the wheels fall off.
There you go.
What's up, my internet wife? What y'all talking about? Y'all went from the moon to Trump. I was trying to keep up. I was trying to keep up, Mouse. I was trying to keep up. I was trying.
Yeah, Dory came up and she was talking about the moon and moon landing and if any of that was real or if it was real or not.
You know you cannot do conspiracy theories on a Thursday when it's been raining. It's too many people.
All I said was, hey, it was not a camera crew waiting at the moon for their arrival. Come on, guys, use your brain.
Very true. Hey, and you remember, what's the one that we all laughed at when they did the atomic bomb training and you got to see the house? That's what's hilarious. You ain't never seen that. That's hilarious.
Wasn't that the whole White Sands thing?
Yeah, about them blowing the houses up and you seeing it like, hey, this is fakeish. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, you're in it, but you're not in it. How did that happen? Like the camera didn't melt, but everything around it did.
Hey, how did you see this? I laughed my ass off about 2 weeks. I'm like, y'all really looking at this? Why the camera still going? That's what I told them.
Now we can't forget the alien autopsy at Area 51 there.
Oh, you Mouse, you finna get some people in your chat. You finna get some people. I'm looking at your analytics now. Yep, you finna get some people. Here they come now. They coming out the woodworks. Hold on, chat. But Mouse, we did a background check on that little dude, the shooter.
Uh-huh.
It's worse than what you really think, man.
Tell me, Army Vet, do you think this boy was handpicked?
No.
Do you think he cracked himself?
Allegedly, Mouse, allegedly, this was. Do you remember the C-19?
Uh-huh.
Take 4 years off of his life. He was right dead in it, right?
Yeah.
Back then, every male in the United States of America was prone to either deletion or siding with terrorism. Because parents left that 16, 15, 17-year-old boy in that room by himself. No males to guide him, so he will listen to anything and anybody and anything that a strong man would tell him. That's what's going on with these 20-year-old boys.
So
they're in college now.
Would you classify that as being groomed?
Yes. I mean, all you have to do is Google it. If you Google, I hate saying the T word, but if you Google it, you will find the best recruitment for terrorism is PlayStation and Xbox. When the military started the war, the terrorists went to PlayStation and Xbox to get our American boys and girls. So they started sending military out into the gaming systems to help them compete with them. But that's where any boy that you see right now that's 20 years old has been manipulated without a father.
Wow.
That's probably about 60%. That's where remember when I was telling you about the violence that was going on in the colleges and y'all need to figure out where it's coming from?
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yep.
I can agree with that.
And it's just nobody thought of this. Nobody thought that their children will be hunted down on PlayStation and Xbox and video games, but that's where they're the least protected.
Oh, I agree.
With no guidance. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
Raising my kids, when they were younger, we had that rule that you turned in your electronics at night so that I knew, they weren't talking to weird people in the middle of the night, that I couldn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're a parent, though.
Right.
I always tell you you're so different.
Let me finish. Yeah, let me finish, though. In the course of the rule that you had to turn your devices in before bed, teenagers are going to be teenagers. Let me tell you, they're going to try it at every angle. And I've learned the hard way, guys. You cannot believe the devices they can use to get on this internet.
Facts.
Man, were they hijacking it.
Or hide themselves on the internet from you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I was that type of mom, I would go check Facebook and see what time they posted last, see what time that last message was sent. That's how I would know if they were on. But, teenagers learn to go around that. And even the rule of no internet at night created this like game with my teenagers to learn how to hijack all kinds of devices to get on the internet. All kinds of devices.
Because they were raised in this technology, and majority of the parents are just learning it.
Yeah. Oh, it was a learning curve, absolutely. And it was a struggle to keep up with these kids, trying to, protect them from all the weird conversations and this and that. It became a battle. And they won. I'll be honest with you. These teenagers will win.
Hey, you see Kiki's eyes comment? That's exactly what's happening. Exactly.
Shoot, yeah. Hey, Dragon.
Hey, Dragon.
All right, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And you are right. I've got one a little older than this shooter by a year or so. But, he was in high school at the start of C-19. And honestly, I do remember him talking about wanting to join the military, and it was kind of out of nowhere.
They're getting it from the internet. I mean, they're getting it from the gaming. So you got the military in there, you got terrorists, you got police, you got the people's January. You got everything in there. And if they don't have a father, like he said, like Kiki said, that the father stepped in and said something. What if they don't have a father? They ain't gonna go to your mama. So they doing it by themselves and getting. Yeah, she's right. This is the new threat.
They don't have a trusted male in their life that will sit them down and say, "This is how this is going to go bad."
Facts.
All they've got is another man's voice saying, "It's this is going to go right. This is for you. This is we need you. You're perfect for this."
So if you think that 20-year-old dude can get manipulated by going after the president, President Trump, you don't think another one can be manipulated and go after? That's how bad it is. That you can actually say, you want to know what? These kids will go after a political official. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I agree. And in these days, this day and time, I really do wish both candidates would not be out and about. Hey, Bruce.
Hey, boxing. Yeah, but do you think it's them, or do you think it's the worst of them supporting? You know what I'm saying? That part, that 5%.
Okay,
is just bad.
First of all, you've got a lot of pools of hate out there. Each pool being a different reason of hate. You've got
racism, political. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, all of it. So the number of people that would be coming after him, the odds are going to be higher.
Are you saying older or children?
Both.
More 20-year-olds or more 35 and up? You see what I'm saying? Because that's either you're going to be an older shooter, 35, like stuck in your ways, or you're going to be young, manipulated. So I'm just trying to figure out which
That's
one.
That's what I'm saying. And we have other countries.
Oh, yeah.
We have differences between parties. We have mental illness on the that has skyrocketed. And let's just admit it. It's off the chart right now. So any persons from any of those groups, you know what I'm saying? So they can be coming at him from any direction right now. And the more groups against him, the more the odds go up that somebody from their group is going to try to attack him.
You're right.
So it's hard to say, will another groomed kid step up? Who knows? Because if he's not going to take the position, there are other groups of people that hate him that will step up.
Yeah. Mm.
And I mean, think about it. When these shots got fired, we were already making, not just pointing the finger, we were making a list
of who could have did it.
Yeah, of who could have done that. Was it a crazy kid? Was he handpicked and groomed? Was he paid? Was he hired?
Mm.
You know, you start making this list because there's so many going on right now.
I think that key what you said was mental health, because I think what they're not ruling out is that C19, and these kids were raised 14, 15, or now 20.
I don't think we've even touched on that. And I think you're right. I don't think we've actually stopped and asked ourselves,
what did this do to our children?
Right. How did this damage our children, and how do we begin to repair it?
That's what I was saying. From like, we are not talking to these 19 and 20-year-olds that are able to purchase weapons now. And for 4 years, they were locked in their rooms, not able to go to school, not be able to have friends, not be able to know empathy and touch and feelings for 4 years. And now they're 20. You don't think they need a little bit of counseling?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, when you what was his mother? Wasn't his mama physical, like educated person?
Yeah, a psychologist.
So she had the money, the ability. She just never looked at her son and realized he was a threat.
Yeah, I mean, she had the actual tools that not every parent has.
And either she seen it or ignored it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that ain't no big deal.
Did you know that they actually called the police that day and told the police what he was going to do?
That's wild.
Isn't it? I've heard people going on, you know, well, are they going to charge the father because it was his gun, you know, and on and on. And I'm like, guys, this 20-year-old was an adult. This isn't a child who got into his daddy's gun. It doesn't work that way when they're over 18.
Yeah, but it's the new law, though. It's not what you think. It's law. It's not what you... Well, what's that? What somebody told me, a lawyer told me, it's not what you believe, it's what you can prove. Do you remember 2 months ago when a parent got charged by what a child did? I don't know what happened, but I think they gave the child a gun, and the parents got charged for it.
Yes.
That was the new standard now. So a parent can be brought up on charges for an adult.
Well, in that case, the difference is, in that case, yes, they gave him the gun, but binding the gun wasn't the issue. It was that the school had called and said, look, your son is having mental issues. He admits that, and he's seeking help. What are you going to do? And the parents said, send him back to class.
And what is the difference between having a mother that's a psychologist and letting your son go rampant? What I'm saying is, it's on the law.
Yeah.
And once it's on the law, man, that's when I seen it, and I was like, man, that means if I have a firearm, somebody steal it out my house, I might be charged.
That's what
that's crazy.
Like, whoa, back this up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I understand the law of keeping it out of a child's hands, but he
charging
was
the parents.
20. You know, he was 20, so you can't say that, you know, that you can't call it neglect on a parent. He's 20.
Yeah, but once you cross that line, everything's up. And when he crossed the line, I'm like, it's true. Now the parents can get charged. All they got to do is prove that they knew that son was dangerous, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I know, Kiki. Hey.
So does that set a precedence that it's better not to know?
Either better not to know, no, because you remember they're trying to charge the parents like the parents were involved in it.
Yes, because they knew of his mental issues, and neglected to get him help when he asked for it. He asked for a psychologist, and mom said, "No, I'm busy. Go back to class."
So this is a mental health issue. If you're
Yeah,
suffering from mental health and you do a
yeah.
crime, your parents can be charged. That's basically what they
But
said.
he was a minor, so yes, they're still in control of him
Hmm.
legally.
Crazy laws. That's why I don't believe what people say. I look at the law and be like, yeah, she fits in it.
Yeah.
It's fuck. It's messed up, but yeah.
In fact, that set of parents, when the incident went down at school, they, instead of heading to the police station, calling the school, offering themselves up to be, to take care of their son, they ran and hid. They packed up their belongings, left home, left their kid in peril, and hid from the law. I think
This,
they found them in an art gallery of one of their friends. One of their friends was hiding them out. It was a whole absurd scene where these parents just weren't gonna deal with it at every angle. They were not gonna deal with it at all.
mm, that sounds like fear.
Yeah, I mean, you get caught in that moment where you're wanting your kid to stop it because you're distracted and busy.
Mm.
And this is what happens when they don't. You know.
So let's walk this one down. You are me and you are the parent of the shooter. We know
Uh-huh.
he has mental issues. What could we do? Of course, call the police, get him a 5150. Then what? Kick him out the house?
Well,
Like
let's decide: are we dealing with a minor or someone over age? Because the
what we
scenario is
just
different.
what's we going right now? The
Okay,
shooter. The me and
then
you
that
are,
would then
and we
he's not a minor, so that's going to make it harder for us to get anything done about it. Honestly,
we but he lives with us. So 5150 is the only thing we can do.
um, and hide the guns. If somebody is struggling mentally.
But do you know what they found in his house? Oh, you don't know.
I know what they found in his car. I haven't heard of what they found in his house yet.
Same thing. Parents didn't even know.
Wow.
They had to just do a little background. They had to evacuate a square mile because the neighbors had to leave the house. The parents didn't even know the shit was in there. That's
Oh
what
my
I'm saying. You don't
God.
even. They couldn't be around the house for about 24 hours. That's what people don't know. That he had the shit in his house, in the car.
Well, yeah, then I agree with you. At that point right there, I agree with you. Minor or not, up in your household, you are still supposed to control that, right?
He didn't even. They didn't even know it was down there. They had to be evacuated. They didn't even know what was in their own house. That's what I was. Absolutely, as a parent, that's why. When was the last time, like if you was a parent, when was the last time you walked into your son's or your daughter's room and checked it? That's what I mean by you really don't know what your kids are doing.
Does that make me nosy?
They said the way that they said counseling, you tell them what you're doing before you do it. Like at the first beginning of the month, you say, hey, I'm going to monitor your internet. I am going to check your room because of this, this, and this. You're giving them a heads up so your trust will be there. If you do it behind their back and they find out, then trust is gone. You see what I'm saying? You have to give them that, okay, son or daughter, this is why I'm doing this and this is what I'm doing. I'm monitoring your internet because it gives them trust. You're letting them know instead of them finding out behind your back.
Yeah.
But think about it. They had boom booms in his room that they didn't even know about. Boom booms.
Wow. Wow. I don't,
They,
and at 20, I mean, it's still your house, right? the old theory is, the adult of the house has to know what, just like your car. If you've got a passenger who's carrying drugs, as a driver, somehow you're supposed to know that, according to the law.
But also remember, these are educated parents. They are thinking like you. I don't want to search my kid's room.
No, I've never played that. It's always been an open discussion that this is my home. I will control what goes in and out of my home. And as long as you're in my home, that includes your bedroom.
Especially if you, AGG and Corner Club, especially if you think he's a threat. What the hell are you doing, parents?
How do you know if there's an issue if you're not looking?
The fact that you just told me that they actually called the police and told them, and you didn't, and the parents didn't even check what are you doing?
Well, see, now that's kind of a glitch in their story then. Because you can't stand there and say, I knew what he was going to do and called the law, and then take 2 steps back and say, I have no idea what he was doing.
Or what was in his, parents.
Is that a fair statement?
Very true. And that's where I'm like, okay, parents, y'all, hey, come on now.
Right.
I mean, I understand some parents don't want to call the police on their children, but at least if you consider your child a threat, go look.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If they noticed enough to call the law, then y'all saw something. Stop it. Y'all saw something.
You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. That's why when you said that, I'm like, hold up now. That don't make no. Hey, Dragon. That don't make no sense.
Army vet. Okay, I search my kids' rooms all the time. Okay. When I found shit, I'd wait till they got home from school and be like, what the hell is this? Oh, nothing, Mom. Yeah, no, nothing. Full. You know what this is?
Okay, even at 20?
Well, my kids are growing out of the house.
Okay, say you had a 20-year-old in the house.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we all controlled our children as they were minors. We made sure there was nothing going to hurt, all that. The conversation is about when they get past that line, they're not a juvenile, yet they're still in your home.
Do you perceive them as a threat? That's the key. Remember, they call the police on their child.
Right.
So you should be looking in his room, like if that's the case.
But how did you know enough to call the police about the threat if you didn't look?
I'm like,
oh yeah, true.
That's why Mouse didn't make no sense to me. I just look at logic.
Well, yeah, I get that, Army Best, but God dang,
I'm like, shit.
I'm like, nope. I don't care if you're 20 years old. I'm still gonna search that room. It is my house.
Kiki Oz says, this is a kind of different situation, but my brother stayed with me for a little while, and I told him no alcohol in my house. Well, one day he messed up, and we noticed that he was drunk. The next day, I went in his room, and I found alcohol. Out he went. Hey, Danica.
What up, chat? I agree. Same, totally.
So if it's an adult in your house, do you search it? Or do you play the "oh, I trust you" game?
Nope. I'd search it.
It depends on the person to me. Like if I had an uncle that I knew was on drugs and like that situation, hell yeah. But if I had one that was a CEO of a fucking major company, nope. It's you.
Right. So it equals the amount of trust.
But in my house, I don't trust nobody. This my couch. I'm with you, Dragon. This my house. I'm letting you know. I got cameras. I'm looking. I don't trust nobody. No, so I'm with you, Dragon. I'm with you.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
I pay the rent. I pay the rent. I pay the rent.
Right. So how can they stand there and say, "Well, I didn't see nothing"? That's kind of hard to say at this point, isn't it?
Well,
it's like,
no.
It's almost like contradicting yourself, you know? If you found something and then you call the police on your own kid, and then you turn around and say, well, I didn't know he was going to do this. What? That parent fucking delusional, okay?
Very true. But this is the new world we're living in. We're not living in our world. We're living in where a parent these days will never check their kid's room because it's an invasion of their privacy. This is the world we're living in. Not what we used to. What's happening now?
Well, you know, and remember, guys, we're not raising our kids the way we were raised.
Facts.
We did that dumb thing where we gave our kids what?
Yeah.
Feelings. We gave our kids feelings.
Yeah, I care about. He's gonna get mad if I search his. I don't care. Go outside. This is my house. This is my house.
I put it like this. I searched my kids' rooms when they were in school. Because this way they couldn't hide nothing. They couldn't, you know, if they knew you were searching the room. So I'd search their rooms when they were in school. And when I found something, I'd be like, oh boy, that boy is getting busted today.
Yeah, but see,
wait till he gets home from school.
But see, I know the emotional and mental toll C-19 took out on young men. This I know for, and this changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
It look at y'all stats, man. Between C-19 and young men, the deletion rate went up 80%. The depression rate went up 80% because men didn't have any men to talk to. I mean, so this took our young men in a direction that the world has never seen.
I can actually back this up. If y'all want to look at, ever look up what he's saying, look up the suicide rate in Hobbs, the unaliving rate of young men in Lee County, New Mexico. And the reason I point to this specific county is because during this C-19 and all of that, they went a lot longer with the shutdown than most of the country. They followed every word their governor said, and they had a very Democratic governor at the time. And he held them out of school. He did not implement even homeschooling or, online schooling for them. He held them at home under restrictions a lot longer than all of our states and counties did. So check it out. It'll show you what Army Vet is saying about the depression rate in these young men and how it took a toll, because they really poked it out.
Oh no, it's not. No, Gigi, it's not holding them accountable. I'm telling you, it's more of them. I'm never going to say not hold him. I'm telling you, there are more of him out there than you think.
Yeah.
And this is any single mother that raised a single boy, or the mother had to work and the kid stayed in the room, and he made it out of this depression and craziness that went on in our country. Without mental health, he could easily be swayed to that young man. That's what we're saying. Not holding them accountable. We're saying there's more of them, a lot more, that is like teetering without good male leadership or good parenting.
I'm going to say parenting, because this happened even in homes with husbands. But you got to remember, Dad left the home in the morning to do his job, hoping he didn't lose it over not wearing a mask or any crazy thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Dad was still trying to make the household run during the shutdown.
Yep. Usually the men that were affected were the ones that the mom or the dad or the mom or the dad had to leave the house, and the 14, the 13, 15, 16, 17 was there by himself
Mm-hmm.
with no supervision on the internet, getting what Mouse is saying. These men telling him, "Hey, do this, do this, do," and they've been grooming them this entire time
Mm-hmm.
without y'all knowing it.
And all it takes, really, for a teenager is an adult to tell them, this fits you, this suits you,
Mm-hmm.
this aligns with who you are. You're perfect for this.
Think about it. Who do you think told our children to rebel in colleges? You think they just woke up and did it? Think about it. You didn't tell them, like as a parent, you didn't tell them to do it. So if you're not the strongest voice in their head, why did they do that? You ever thought about it?
Right.
Somebody did.
Because they're the age group. And that's why they target them. That age group is, they have a lot of energy, they have a lot of motivation, and they don't yet have a direction in their own life. They don't know what the career is going to be, or, they're looking for their place.
And what are we lacking as a society and a community? Strong male role models. That's why Trump looks like a father figure to a lot, because he's the standard of that. That's why he's getting so many men. But the ones that get bullied in high school, that's them. That's them.
Yeah. Now, yeah. Yeah, and he has become that, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. To a lot of young men, yes. Men are searching for leadership.
Yeah.
Father figure, man, married, kids, this, everything. As a society, the bad people look at that as a negative. We got to remove that. And what it says, when a young man want to take out a husband and father, that means our society has shifted.
Yeah. Agree.
I'm just saying that we need to talk to them. We need to talk to our young men. We need to get them straight. Mouse, no, this is my call. We got to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
She know I'm gonna motivate these dudes to change their perspective and their mind frames. But I just got to talk to them.
Right.
That's me. But if they do some dumb, hey, lock them up.
Yeah.
I don't care. Lock their ass. I don't care. Punishment is a part of leadership. It don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, true. I mean, when the C word came about, it screwed up this country so badly for the rest of us.
It's hard for Gen X to really even admit that it was bad mentally through that period, because honestly, it was our freaking dream come true in some aspects. We were the generation brought up, about hardworking. You are going to get up, go to work every day. Your life, just cram that in your head and get over it. And then somebody stood up and said, "Whoa, why don't you stay home for a month?" And we were like, doing it.
I gotta live with these people.
Yeah, no, we were on that boat by the end of it. Like, oh my God.
I was like, you are a badass kid. I don't understand why you got it up, son. I get it now.
But to tell Generation X, you don't have to get up and go to work in the morning. Hey, we're gonna hand you a little bit of money. Y'all just stay at home and we were like, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Think about who it. Go for a dragon. That's crazy, Mouse.
I mean, like I'll put it like this: when the C word came around, when my son had to do, my youngest boy, my oldest one was moved out, so my youngest, when he had to do schoolwork online from home, he was struggling. I'm like, I wish this never came about, because he would have been in school and he could have, gotten help from the teacher, whatever he was stuck on,
Yep.
But like, yeah, no, this crap had made everyone so depressed. And then every time you went to the store, you had to wear a mask, everywhere you went.
I agree with Janica. Hey, that's why I say society has changed.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, yeah. We don't hug anymore. We don't go visit our friends anymore.
Even our young men don't go to college. Only 20% of men go to college now because of C-19, what it did to them.
Yeah.
Only 20%. Look at the stats.
But, in a time where they were supposed to be out there being stupid and seeing what peers were going to laugh at and not laugh at, to keep themselves between the guidelines there, without having the socialism.
Yeah, with other men.
When the boys are introduced back into society, when society opened back up, the anxiety these boys had.
Yeah.
It made them just want to stay in the room and forget it,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then the worst of it is too, like, it screwed up the economy. I mean, the price of food before the C word ever came about wasn't as bad, but now just even alone the little bit you get, it's like almost $200.
Well, the one thing that did strike me odd during all of it was the amount of people that packed up and moved to a different place.
Yeah. Away from their family too, Mouse.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I get some of the people that did that were actually smart people that stopped in the moment and did their homework and decided, you know what, it's going to be more efficient to move over to this city or this state to live, to survive through this. So when everything opened back up, as long as, the whole time we had been separated from our friends, we didn't go hang out at their house. We didn't, do barbecues anymore. And now we have a whole new town of people around us.
Yeah. And remember now, we're not giving excuses. We're telling you that 20-year-old could be, with what our country done been through in the last 4 or 5 years. If I was a security detail, I would be on guard at all times.
Yeah.
If I was guarding anyone. Because of this. Remember now, that's wild. Imagine what he did. That's wild. That's wild. This cannot be right. This cannot be real, Miles. This world cannot be. This is not real.
I use this joke often. I say it a lot. I say that I somehow believe that I warped into that parallel universe like they show on the movies.
It has.
It's kind of the same people, but a whole different life, right? Because this was not the universe I was prepared for. Like, they didn't train me for this universe. I don't know what happened, but the rules all changed.
This is wild.
you know, we were taught sticks and stones may break my bones. And now you can verbally assault somebody and go to jail. And we're like, what? Like you can, it's verbal assault. Like that is a word now.
Mouse, imagine us growing up, living in a world that our former president gets shot at, hit on the ear, go down, come back up, screaming and yelling, let's fight. This is not real. This ain't real,
Yeah.
Miles. I'm dreaming.
I know, right?
This, no way. No
A
way.
sniper
No
on
way.
the roof.
Yeah, no way. But this is not real, man.
Right, that's what I
Y'all, we're
was
going to
like.
wake up tomorrow. We're going to wake up tomorrow. This is a dream, y'all.
It's like a bad Saturday Night Live skit, is it not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is not real.
And then you go and pinch yourself. Is this real? Like, what the hell? You know, I'm just like,
And I say
well, now there's
Saturday,
rumors going around that Biden had something to do with that.
well, I know, right?
Going after Trump.
Ooh, why didn't my internet drop about 2 minutes ago? Damn.
Shit.
Yeah, man, boy, we can go down that rabbit hole so fast, and
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
God.
Mhm.
Oh, they want that gumbo too, boy. I know y'all want that gumbo cooked.
That's like a whole day live for us, AV, to go down that rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, and I can trigger people too. Oh, on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like, damn.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
it's so much content there too, because you could say
You can't even answer that with a simple yes or no, huh?
no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah,
No,
but
no.
because you never seen a former president. No.
I'm
So
a
I
smart-
agree. It's like that's a
Future-
former president. Yeah,
future-
like what?
Future
What is
president.
so? And you're telling me 150 yards? Any country boy from Kentucky and North Carolina can hit that shot. You know what I'm saying, Miles? So
Yeah.
this is
Well,
wild.
I
This
mean,
is, so yeah, you're right. This is wild.
Yeah.
in the boy's defense, now he was not included on the rifle team at school because he was a bad shot. So yeah.
My bad, y'all. Any Boy Scouts in the United States of America could have made that shot. My bad. Allegedly.
Yeah.
God, that's how bad it was, people. That's bait, man.
That's
y'all
why
don't
I
get it.
refer to it as a bad Saturday Night Live skit.
This
Because
don't make no sense.
even watching the moment that it happened and how the Secret Service actually reacted was
Very
like
true.
over dramatized and very exaggerated. It was not professional. It was not
Mm-mm.
conforming. It wasn't
Mm-mm.
even safe for the poor president. Like
Yeah.
they were offering no cover.
Let's be real. Mouse, be real. Y'all keep saying God and this dude can't shoot. A Boy Scout in anywhere from a 5-year-old could have made that shot. That's how bad it was. Y'all don't get it how bad that was. Y'all just
Yeah.
don't get it. That was horrible.
To the point that I even wondered if it was really meant as a warning. It was so bad.
But that's how bad it was, people. We're not saying man, y'all, a 5-year-old could. That's crazy.
Right.
Like
That's
the
crazy.
plan was to scare the hell out of everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, if he moved that person allegedly moved his head just turned it. That ear becomes a back head shot through the spine.
Yeah.
So crazy. This is going to be a movie, y'all. I hope y'all know this. So hey, This
Oh,
will
it
be a
better be.
movie one day.
It better be. It better be. But the facts better be straight
Well-
when they play this movie, man.
Man.
Well, I'm sure Trump's okay, Annie.
Okay.
Yes.
Not really. We're finna find out today. Now, this ain't got nothing to do with president. Leave that alone. Now this conversation becomes men that has been shot and men that has been shot at, and what does it do to your family?
Okay.
Now it
fair.
changes.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that.
Now, somebody that has been, now imagine what he has to deal with now when he goes and do a speech. Basically, he's getting practice right now. I'm sure he's standing in that audience and his team is throwing like chairs, making loud bang noises, anything to get him to jump because they know it's gonna happen. Not loud noises cannot no longer shake him. If he hear a loud noise, he has to calmly look forward. That takes time and training to do. Because remember, he was shot and shot at. So his first reaction to a loud noise is what? To drop. He has to learn to stand up and avoid it. That takes training. His family got to be used to this now. His family cannot be nowhere around him anymore.
Right. Right.
So this changes everything as a father and a husband because I don't want my family around me if that happens to me. So you see what I'm saying? It changes. Yeah. But this is different. But I'm sure he got the money and the training. But I'm sure they are drilling him. That's why I'm saying I'm waiting for him to be him, to come with that speech. That's why I can't wait I'm reading his body language, but I'm sure they are putting him through it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
That's the part no one's thinking about, but I'm watching.
Do you think that this is gonna sway how this vice president walks into this?
This is going to depend on his counseling and his mental health. Because now he can know the worst thing Trump can do. Worst thing this person can do is show that he's afraid and fearful. Even though a week ago this happened to him. Because now that's why the other countries are looking also. You telling me we can just make loud noises and he's going to do this? You don't think national security is telling him this? So that's the back part, the military part that I'm looking at.
But as far as, thinking about becoming the vice president in the middle of this, it has to sway your decision-making process a little bit. It's more to think about, if nothing else.
I would rather tell you, if you are the vice president, what happened will sway you from being his vice president. Yes. Because your family going to weigh in on your decision to be vice, because now they're a threat. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
what
sure,
I'm saying.
Yeah, so I'm sure this took some time. Oh, he was? Good shit. Who was? Trump? Or the kid? No, it wasn't the kid. Was it? Who is the vice? How old is Vance? How old is he? You got his age?
I believe he was in his late 40s, I believe.
Yeah, he should be. He could.
No, we were not in Vietnam. That you know better.
Not me.
So so somebody our age and younger cannot be a non-vet.
Yeah, that's why I was like, 'cause I know Trump did. That's
our parents.
That's why I was like, how old is that dude? And Trump could, but I didn't think he
No, I don't think Trump ever served.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I think that was an issue that came up in 2016 when he ran for president, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. But if I remember correctly, the fact that he had never served military was something they talked about.
I don't know why. I
I thought
understand
so,
why.
Bruce. I thought
understand
so.
why. What happened?
Bruce says Trump was a draft dodger.
I don't know what that means. You know, I do my. You know, I don't speak on nothing I know unless Mouse give me the info. He's going out because he has. You don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, flat feet.
That was him, wasn't it?
Oh.
Was it? I know one of them was.
See, I don't participate in it, so I have no idea. I just vote. I'm military. I have to make me a difference.
Yeah, I do believe that was his excuse. So yeah, I would, so no, Trump, from what I know, never served in the military at all.
He's a former president. That means at one point in time he was president of the United States and nobody cared that he was former military.
Yeah, his family's money kept him out. I can agree with that. I mean, y'all got to remember, Trump didn't start this dynasty with his own hard-earned money. Which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Was that an issue? Like, I'd never involved. I just vote for who I want to. But was that an issue in a presidential election? Him not serving in the military?
I think it was something they discussed back in 2016, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to, go forward, boxing. Clinton, Obama, none of them.
Right. But, back then, those were conversations we did have when it was time for the presidents to run. It just seems like here in the last few elections, it quit mattering. But yes, back then, it did matter to the men in the community whether or not their leader had actually served in the military before they lead the country to war.
Oh, okay. I remember now. It was during the war. Yeah, of course. I can understand why you would want to elect at least some person with background of military if you're going through a military conflict. I get okay.
Right.
But in peacetime, yeah, don't make no sense. Good one, boxing. Well, go ahead, Mouse. You got some little Google people and some good.
Bruce is intelligent. Yeah. Let me tell you, them boxing boys over there, they make it on us, but they're smart. They are very smart.
Hell yeah. Hey, I like that. The information, especially I can be wrong too. I like that. Is there going to be a vice president person one-on-one? And do you think it would matter?
I did read he was going to give a speech. It might be at the convention. Probably would be. So by now, if he hasn't done the speech yet, it's probably on YouTube somewhere. They're doing a real good job this year of. She dropped off. Anyway, they're doing a really good job of keeping up with it.
I ain't been following the process. I like the backstories. But is the election changing, or is it getting better, or is it getting worse, depending on what just happened? Do you think it will make more people come out and vote?
I do.
Okay. That's what I like. You remember, I think me and you and Gigi had this conversation of, do you think less or more? And y'all were saying less because they wasn't enthused to vote, or they vote wouldn't matter. And I was like, the more people that vote gives you a better representation of your country. So I want more people to. So this is a good thing.
Right now, all that they have put Trump through, has really turned into
Motivation.
we see him as one of us. We see what the government can do to us at any given
Mm.
moment, how unfair it is. They can take your land, they can double tax you, all the things that government can do to the working man. And so we see ourselves in Trump in that aspect.
Mm. I like that. Ooh, I like that, Mouse. Ooh, I like the. Ooh, Mouse, you sound like a politician right there, Mouse. Ooh, Mouse, bro, gave us a speech. No, that was sounding so. Ooh, that was good. Clip it.
But I do. I think that the more and more that the Dems do to him, the more that they put him through, the more we identify Trump. The more we identify with him, we see ourselves as that person that the government can abuse because they have the power to.
Question. So when, let's just say that demographic looks, so they look at the president as government and Democrat.
No.
Good. How?
I don't think we're there yet. I don't think the world's going to stop seeing in colors of red and blue.
No. When you think of who the president is, when you say the country looks at it as like he's us, so that means they look at the president, which is a Democrat, as the government and as a Democrat. So if you say you're a Democrat, that means you're saying you're government too, in that demographics mindset.
Yeah, that is a double.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, double question. If you are that, how can you distinguish yourself from being different to those that matter? Not in your sector, but to those. How do you stand out?
Oh, that's a double hard question because I have to agree with them to figure out their mindset, and that's hard to do.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a Mouse. You give me some stuff to. Oh, go ahead, political Mouse. That's a good question, man. Ooh. No. I guess the double question is, what will make you believe that person is different?
Okay, and it's going to fall, I guess the most important would be, okay, I've heard your idea. It's a grand idea. How are you going to fund it?
So they have to have a knowledge of government.
Well, yeah, but I mean, really, how it trickles down, how it dissolves out. Republicans are trying not to spend money on BS. We feel like the Dems are tossing it around like water, like it's always going to be there. So there's that part of the party difference that makes you want to go, we can hear your idea, but right now we want to know how you're going to fund it. If you can explain me a really good business plan on how it's going to get funded, great. But if it means we got to dump some tax dollars into you, no. I think we should rethink it. So
they do have to have some understanding of
not just politics, but the Republican view.
Finance.
Finance on the country, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that is one difference between the party lines is how we finance things. Or how we wish to finance things and what we wish to finance or not.
I hate to say it like this, but I'm blunt. Do you think Republicans are more educated than Democrats? College educated?
Ooh, that's a tough one in today's time.
That y'all can explain. That you can explain, like what you're saying. You can explain finances and getting it. And do you think the average Democrat can? And basically, that's what you said. They cannot tell you where this money is coming from, and this, like a college student.
Right. They have a really wonderful idea, and they, I'm sure it would benefit someone. But
they haven't told you how to pay for it.
Yeah. It's just the expectation that it's all going to get paid for. And they want their government to make their lives as easy as possible.
True.
But when you flip around between Democrat and Republican, the college, you want to say the Republicans are educated. They get it. They want to balance the budget, and they want to make.
They want to take out the parachute.
But now you look at colleges today, and they're so liberal. Not even Democratic. They're so liberal.
See, I don't know. There's no men in college. This is a woman's issue.
I say that because I mean I guess that's what a college kid would be at that age, who doesn't know how the world is funded or consequences of their actions. Just give it all to me and quit bothering me about it is kind of their mindset. But no, I mean, college campuses are so liberal these days.
Give me the definition of a Republican woman and a Democrat woman at 20, because that's what's in college. What do you think? Do you think, and I hate to say it like, I'm blunt. Do you think more Republican women at 20 comes from a mother and father household and a Democrat don't? I'm blunt.
Well, parents,
it has to start
around
somewhere.
them. Yeah, what their jobs are is gonna trickle down to how you view the world, which is gonna define your political party in the end, I guess. I would expect accountants, lawyers to be Republican. I would expect the hairdresser, the artist, the musician
to be Democrat.
To be Democratic.
So this goes down to who's teaching our children.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I believe that colleges lean more towards a liberal education these days.
Define liberal education.
Okay, you want to be a cat, just don't forget to bring the litter box on Tuesday, clean it out on Wednesday, and stay in the corner of the room.
Oh, that's called mental health evaluation now, Mouse. I don't know what that's called, but we're going to lean on now that they need a counseling session.
Liberal, meaning that, you are all that matters. Your feelings matter. Your passions matter. And if somebody tramples on them, they're violating you. Instead of a more Republican view that, hey, we got to share this world and we all got to get along. We all, we have to be tolerable for each other.
See, I get that because that's a military standard. Hey, I don't know you, you don't know me, but we got to get along to get out of this. So I get it.
Right. You can't stand in the military and say, so-and-so touched the corner of my bed. That's so gross, Captain.
We're going to laugh at you.
Yeah, it ain't going to float. It ain't going to float.
You said something nice to me. What did you do? Nothing. Walk away.
Yeah.
Walk away. Yeah, I get you. But see, I'm different. Well,
we're Gen X. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's the difference between us and our kids and grandkids and the younger generations. We didn't have feelings. Like, we didn't have those things growing up. We had them, but we didn't talk about them. We didn't show them.
Well, we also had something that this new generation, because of C-19, didn't have, and it's called empathy. because we can actually go out on the playground and we can do something or say something, and we can actually see what we said and did, how it affected that person.
Yeah, yep. Exactly.
Remember, they were locked in their rooms in front of a computer screen for 4-5 years at 14, and they that's where the internet bully conversation started.
Yeah.
Mental health.
Yeah.
Empathy. Ooh, Mouse, you be giving me some good stuff. Some good stuff.
Always. It's coffee.
Empathy.
Gigi, are you going to come up? There's a link at the top of chat, guys. If y'all want to come up, y'all are more than welcome to join us.
Empathy. Is there a lack of empathy in our country? Yes.
Is it empathy, or is it my feelings matter more than yours? Kind of attitude.
Yeah, the fact that you don't know that's a good question, man.
Well, no, really, it's the same thing, because without empathy, you're going to believe your feelings matter more than somebody else's. So, yeah, the answer's still empathy, lack of.
Understanding the person that you're sitting in front of, yeah.
Right.
Understanding feelings and how they, Remember what I told you? That's me. That is my job, to understand how you feel, to better understand the conversation. So I have to have empathy for my person that I'm having but I'm trained to do it from overseas in different cultures, and not many people trained to listen.
Right. It's not easy.
They're definitely not.
But I've said that before. You have to learn to listen to learn instead of listen to respond.
Yes, indeed. I told you I'm going to put that on a hook. Well, yeah. Well, Mouse, you be dropping knowledge, but hey, I do. Selfishness, Janica. Is that what? See, I love these big words that y'all giving me, and I need another coffee for them. Y'all gonna start making me Google these words.
But isn't selfishness just that, the lack of empathy for others?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I just said was, yeah.
Me, what you were saying before. Yeah. All about me, all about me, all about me. Because they never looked at that other person hungry, and you have to give them half of your sandwich like we did when we was in school. They never had to do that, Mouse. They never had to do it. They never had to do it.
Fair enough. That's true.
And we know in our generation, we all did it. We all did it.
Yeah.
Either you paid for somebody way to a movie, or you paid for them something to eat at. We all did it. They didn't have a chance to do this as kids. Never. Never. Think about never. That's wild. That's so crazy to me.
I was lucky enough to grow up in a small town at that. And honestly, we were a small group of kids compared to the city schools. And we roughed each other up pretty verbally. I mean, we were really verbally aggressive bunch of kids, and we had our different groups that would go at each other. But if somebody like another school messed with us, or if something honestly tragically happened to one of us, man, that school would come together like you would not believe.
And some of these kids' school were their computers for 4 years. They graduated with their computer.
Yeah.
That is so crazy to me, to think that you can spend 4 years from 9th grade to the 12th and then graduate not knowing, seeing anybody.
None of the high school stuff.
Wow.
Like that whole social era is blank.
Which means this is what you have as a 20-year-old shooter. Someone that never interacted with another human being. I mean, this is Okay. I'm gonna get off my mental health kick, but I'm right there to
No,
me.
you're right. You're right.
Is a circle. Right there to me is a circle.
So we agree that it is a thing. What do you suggest we could do for these kids to fill that gap?
As a society or personally?
Well, I mean, it has to start at the parents. It has to start at local.
It's what you just said, parents. How many? What do I always talk about that our country has a lack of? Marriage.
Well,
2-parent households. I've always told you this. And what is the standard? 79% of our population lives in 1-parent households. More marriage.
more healthy marriages. We got to say it that way.
Yeah,
mean,
I always say, I always think on the positive when it comes to marriage.
Yeah.
As a society, the better you are married, the better everything is. The better your children turn out, the better money. It's marriage. And it starts with one-on-one. That's why if anybody tells me or talks to me, what are you searching for? A girlfriend? No, I'm searching for a wife. That's why I surround myself with women that are married or have been married, because they can, y'all don't understand the backstories, but yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get it.
I get it.
Yeah. Because if that person had a better role model, this would never happen. He wouldn't have to seek what he had to seek online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you always tell me a mother can do only so much. Where are the men at?
Right.
It'd take a village to raise a boy, but it'll take another man to discipline him and to show him the right way. It has to be double. The woman will show him the emotional support that he needs, but that man will show him discipline and the way to go. A good one, as Mouse be telling me. A good one.
A good one, right.
Yep. That's why, that's why I love talking to Mouse. Married. Hey. She'll tell me when I'm wrong so politely. Then she use baby and tell me to sit down. That's so cute.
Yeah.
They all come down south. They will cuss you out, give you a lemonade, and sit you down, and you don't even think you just got cussed out. And you sip it.
Now, I've always told you, I may be Christian, but remember, I'm from the south side of the kingdom still.
Yes, indeed. She will tell you. Well, I disagree with you, baby. Like, hold up. That's what it is.
Yeah. I ain't no screaming.
Here's a good question.
Okay.
Hold on. Do you think, from what you have observed as a wife, do you think there are more wives or more husbands available, men or women out there?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how you put Mouse on the spot.
I'm going to say I know more single men than single women.
No. Just because they're single don't mean they are husband or father material. Have you seen more mother material single women or father and future father and husband single material?
That's why it's so trickling down the list of single men that would be fathers gets even shorter.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. Only 30% of our population are fathers. I'm just letting y'all know this. I know it's gonna be shocking.
Yeah. I'd
only
say
30%. Only 30% of men have children. 70% they don't have kids, and it's getting worse because now what were we saying, Mouse? My daughter don't want kids. Nobody wants children anymore.
This actually came up on the news the other night. They were talking about it. I thought of you so hard. I thought of you while it was going. I'm like, nah, Army, that called it right there, man,
Yeah.
right there. And they agreed that the younger generations are less interested in marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they were way back on the conversation than we were. They were still asking why,
Mm. Yeah. Well, we just so detailed. We was like education and women. Yeah, they real behind. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, you're right now. But it's
Yeah.
too many divorces now. Yep.
Well, Army better not come up. There's a list of reasons,
Mm-hmm.
independence, fear of
Abuse.
commitment, abuse,
Let's see. Yeah, it's a lot.
But there are more reasons to be single apparently these days than ever before.
No, it's more appealing to women to be single. More men wants to be married. That's why I always say I'm searching for a wife, not a woman. There's tons of women walking around. It's only a few wives.
I gotta say that there's probably a woman or two out there that would say the same thing.
About a man?
Well, that just what you said, you think that there's more men out there looking for women than there are women looking for men. But I wonder if a woman in a
women don't want to be
woman,
married. They don't want to be married, though. That's why I say that's the difference. Even my daughter talks all the time. She'll say she don't want to be married because she's making her money. More men wants to be married, but more women don't want to be married. Hence, they don't want children.
Does that really mean they're never going to find the one, or does that mean they're not going to go through as many jokers to get to him? You know what I'm saying?
How did I tell my daughter? When you finally want, I was like, when she finally get through with her money, and I always say this, when you finally want the man that you want, how are you going to get him when you've never chased a man before a day in your life? She was like, well, no, he's not. Because everybody if you want him and you are spectacular, what makes you think every other spectacular woman don't want him? But women don't chase the spectacular. They want men to chase them. But when they finally get they don't know what that man wants.
Huh.
You know me now. Yeah. Well, you don't know. Let me change that. You have always been chased by the man that wants you. You've never chased the man that you wanted and got. What happens when women get the man that you finally been chasing and got? You don't even know what he wants. Because the men that want you have always given you and gave you and got you what you want. But you've never, the man that you've always wanted and chased and got, you'd have no idea what he wants. Because you've never chased him.
Fair.
I'm giving y'all too much. Let me stop. This is on Relationship at Night with Watermelon Moonshine.
I got this dream, that chase part, though. I'm gonna. I think women do chase men. I do.
Yeah. It is. Let me. What? How many we got? We got 5. Okay. I can use bad words. After you get the man and have sex with him, it is up to the woman to retain him. And that's what women don't get. Because I understand as a woman, you ain't going to give up the nookie. But after you get it, now it's up to you to keep him. How do you keep him without the nookie? That's what I tell my daughter. If that's the only thing he wants from you, you're in trouble.
That we got our tricks. I'm just saying.
But what I'm saying is you have never retained a man outside of sex. Some women, not all, but some. How do you retain a man? That's what I tell my daughter. I give her the game. How do you retain that man without going into the bedroom? Not saying sex is that, but it's secondary because you want him to know who you are. But you as a wife know this. Your husband don't want you because of that. He wants you because of what you can bring and provide. That's what I try to tell. But only married women know this. Single women don't.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. You know, you got to shine a little brighter. That's always going to be the case. But you got to be willing to, you know. And one day, that dude's going to walk across her, and she's going to be like, "Man, I need some glitter right now."
I'm reading Kiki's comment and I'm reading Janica's.
And you know, if she can say that to this point it hasn't happened, then all she's what she's done is she's avoided so much heartbreaking mistake.
You think so? I got something for that.
Yeah.
Read Janica. Read Janica's because Janica reminds me of my daughter.
I think it's because of the economy that women stay single. If they're making money, they don't want to share it. I'm talking woman with no children. It's a form of independence and selfishness. I agree.
Because anytime I talk to women about that subject, guess what always comes up? Money. It always comes down to money.
Well,
I hate it, but dang, Mouse.
Without kids, that's really a majority of a marriage without children. To a young person that's never been married and they want to know what marriage is going to look like, in their mind the finance of it to them is so big. They think it's a major part of it. And until you've been married and you've worked as a team and understand it is the team that you enjoy,
But how do you tell a single woman like Janica just said that makes all that money what you're saying, team, when she's done it by herself her whole life? Money talks. Yep, you're right, Janica. Yeah, so I agree with what you said, but imagine if she built that up and then hear another woman, well, it's about team now. No, she don't believe that. I'm telling you, You know my daughter, she make that money. That money.
I don't know. I think, in my younger years, that was what kind of made or broke the relationship was our connection,
Wasn't you married young, though?
Yeah.
The average woman get married about 35 and 40. And that's 1 out of 4. Told you. You're unique, Mouse.
Are those numbers including remarriages? Because,
No, it don't. It's just
for that to be the average. You would have to go all the way to women, or what? Wait until 40 and 50.
Some just only 1 in 4 will ever be married. Now. Only 20%, 25% of our population is married.
I don't know. I get a different statistic on in my world. It's normal now for a girl to have been married more than once. That's not a big deal anymore.
But what is the average on the second marriage? I thought it was worse than the first. I think if you're getting married now, it's a 50% chance you'll get a divorce. If you get remarried, I think it goes up to 75%.
A majority of the women I know personally, a majority are on their second marriage. It was successful, and the rest were not from there on out.
But is the conversation success? Meaning, are they happy? Did they settle, or did they get the man that they wanted? Because I always put that in. I'm a dude that dates women. I know women will date a man and settle for one, but she got her eyes on the man that she wants. There's two types of men. I tell you, better be the other one.
I say married to their second partner for over 20 years.
Is that the average though? If majority of women are getting married in their 30s and 40s, that means their second marriage, by the time that's maybe what 5 years and they pass away and their husband passed away, so they're older. They're probably in their 50s, 60s. So
I'd say
5-6 years of marriage. There's somebody going into the chair, but
there's always that seventh year, you know.
Yeah,
I still believe heavily that the 7-year itch exists.
I do too. I found out. I did my average too. Mine was 7 years with somebody. My daughter's. Yes, you're right.
I mean, that is like as long as you can take it, you know. Before your head goes, okay, look.
Yes, indeed. I'm trying to tell you. 40 hours.
This ain't working. You're pretending it is, and you're not.
Woo, women, man. We got some strong women. Gigi. See, man, y'all married women. See?
Maybe we should stop telling people if you ain't happy, leave. I'm driving, so I can't come on, but I'm still listening.
I hit it direct.
No,
I agree with Gigi. I'm sorry, Mouse.
I don't think I would ever suggest that a girl stay if she's unhappy. I mean, that's just always kind of been girl code in Generation X, you know.
Is it about happiness though? You just say, "Ooh, Mouse, this is so good." Y'all go back and rewind this. Remember, we was having a conversation about the society of single people saying me. If they're not happy, what you just said was that. Gigi is saying stay in there even if you're not happy because you are being responsible. It's not about you. It's about us as a country, meaning wife and husband. And you're saying, no, I'm a civilian. I would rather be, oh, this is so good. Y'all giving me some fire. Fire. Ooh. Ooh, Max. Frankie, I got her.
Now, I guess that would really depend on the situation. You know, if it's kind of a lame whine, I'm going to be like, I'd go home, make your dude happy. But,
ooh, this is a good cut. I'm out of this. Ooh, I wish I could drop out of here.
You know, we're Generation X. We are going to tell our buddy, man, if she's being mean, if she's making you cry, or if he's making you cry, get out. Like, I can't fence in you like this. You know what I mean?
Marriage now. We ain't talking about date. Marriage.
Well, yes, marriage. Marriage, yeah. I don't think that's what I was saying to begin with. I don't know. It's hard. I guess it's hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that less women are married when in our world, it's more like women have been married more than once, and that's not even a bad thing anymore. That's just normal.
Yeah, but what Gigi is saying is more women will say I'm unhappy and get a divorce and leave for no reason that today they unhappy. Rather than a married woman be like, oh, you're gonna go through this. You're gonna go through tons of this. Yeah. See what I'm saying? But they don't get y'all voices on that. Like, oh, you're gonna go through more than this in your life, being man. They get, oh baby, it's just get a divorce and leave. So that's why I was like that. I'm writing that down. That would be a good conversation because it is true.
I think sometimes we also use that phrase at each other as a sense of saying, oh, well, you could leave and then what? Think about it. You know, That's right. Now sit down and shut up. That's what I thought. You know, it doesn't mean that too.
What about what, see, I've never been married, y'all. I want to be. What about what Gigi said about that vow? Does that mean anything in a marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there, y'all. That's
Yes,
why I'm
but
scared. I'm scared.
the vow has to be both ways. I mean, that is marriage. And when I'm talking leave, I'm talking like verbally abusive or things like that. I would never want someone to stay. Now, like I said, if it's something over, he won't quit piling his socks in the living room. I'll be like, girlfriend, one day he's not going to be there to pile his socks. Just shut up, go home, pick them up.
What type of I hate that word. To me, that word is like the C19 word. But there's a type of divorce that anybody can get just because. Should that be eliminated? And you have to give valid. Like I don't know. I wouldn't even know how you would do it. Go to court and say he did this and then he did this, and the judge say not guilty, and y'all go home and live. I have no idea how that would work. I'm sorry, I ain't never been to. I don't know.
Before you divorce, you think it's what it looks like on TV. You think you're supposed to go in and just trust each other, and when I went through a divorce, I looked back and went, well, that's a scam. I mean, you can do that. You can go in and you can spend, 8 weeks just dragging the dirt on each other. And I stepped back and went, but why? You paid a lawyer and a judge for 8 weeks to stand there and do that. I get it. You hate your ex, but all you were asking for was a damn divorce.
Frankie, I'm probably the only person that probably understand because that's what I deal with.
I
Them the ones I counsel.
I learned that a divorce, there is not a winner and a loser in a divorce. Once a divorce starts, there are a bunch of losers. Period.
In Frankie's situation, I understand that situation because them the ones I counsel. And they are totally different people.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying,
Totally different people. Totally different.
Unhappy. That's what I thought of, was that kind of unhappiness. That's when I would say, absolutely, girlfriend, I got your back. Get out of there.
Yeah, that's the one that I give my number to her in any episode. Yeah. That's why I say them's the situations I counsel.
And when you go through a divorce with children, don't think you're finally getting separated from that person. You are not. You are not. Even after divorce, you are tied to that person every weekend. However, the child custody agreement works out.
Yeah, but that damn it, you know what that does to the child. It makes the child choose, which is mentally to me an issue. Which I counsel that too. That's an issue because you making and if you have two that goes to the opposite direction, both kids will it don't work out.
It's just crazy. Yeah.
It's better that's why I say when Gigi, it's better to stay together because of the responsibility.
Kids only win in a divorce if it is getting away from an abusive spouse.
Very true. Or financial abusive or mental, abusive situation. Totally agree.
Past that, to change a child's world is crazy.
So, that's why I was like, y'all both right. That was a good conversation. But I'm definitely with Frank. That'll be the first thing I tell a woman because that's not, you don't know that person. You do not know that person. But you don't know that person. I have to drill it in these women's head because more women were, like you said, they're willing to absorb the abuse because of the illness. And I'm like, you don't know you don't know you don't know. Who you know the stories I had at Fort Bragg of combat soldiers coming home and still thinking they're over there in Iraq and deleting their wives with their not people. This is real. This ain't no joke. This is no joke. I'm sure she can tell. Yep, I'm sure she can tell you. Like I said, what helped me was God. My family was military, so they knew signs and signals. I was also wanted the help. I was the first person that said, "Hey," but I was also raised in that violence, being from New Orleans and Baton Rouge. So I'm also okay with it. But it's a lot of people that wasn't grown up in that violent behavior of hearing gunshots, seeing this person shot. If I've been seeing this since 10 years old and I joined the military, don't you think I'm gonna rise to the occasion and this ain't gonna affect me? But it'll be like that 10-year-old come home and your mom look at you, what's wrong with you? Well, I seen my homeboy. Well, let me call your uncle. You gotta do. That's what I knew. They didn't. That's when I was able to talk this. That's why I'm able to do more things that a veteran can't, because I'm okay with who I am and what I've become. But you are different. That's why I was like, I would love to hear Trump, because being shot and being shot at, which Frank will change you.
Yeah. Good,
bad, or otherwise. If you don't have a good foundation with your family and God, man, I'm trying to tell you people, this is not, hey, you can say you are this and you are that all you want to. Without a foundation with God and your family, when you go through some shit, you don't know who you're going to come out on the other end, but your family will. They be like, no, you ain't you. That ain't him. that ain't him. He ain't smiling. He ain't happy. He ain't. They know, if your family know who you are, they will know who you are, young man. They will know. If I came up here moody and this, first thing, what's wrong with that? Because y'all know me. Y'all know. These are the signs, man. You just look at the signs. Yeah, I can tell you, hey, Frankie, you know you have my loyal respect, girl. Because I know. They don't. I know. Baby girl, I know. Yes, ma'am. That's why if y'all want to see what nervousness look like, go back and watch that president video, and I'm gonna show you what changes people. That woman that was fidgeting with her gun, she couldn't even put her gun in her holster because she was so nervous. That's what it does. And you don't think she's gonna react that way? It's gonna be, you see, I see everything. I see everything. I see everything. I see, and I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, oh my God.
So you seen the two on the roof?
No, the only video I seen somebody showed me in the last 2 days was they wanted my evaluation on when the bullets was flying, and then they wanted my evaluation on when they covered him. What happened? What was it, good or was it bad? And I was like, if I was like, you remember when he was standing up holding his hand? That was a major screw up, because if I was a sniper, just go back and look at the Reagan video when he got shot. When he got shot, they dived on the shooter and the president was gone in 2 seconds. The last thing that you do is have him sit. And the fact that they let that president stand right there to get another shot is nuts.
That was part of the over-exaggeration part I was talking about. That it looking like a skit from Saturday Night Live, because it was so over-exaggerated and silly and unuseful and ineffective.
I mean, think about what if this happened in Africa? What about if this happened in Russia? You think the Secret Service would have your president still man? I would have, because they have a code. Once it happened, the president isn't the president. He's a body. You can do whatever you want to do to him to get him in that damn car. I don't care if you break his leg, you throw him, you dive on him, you get him in that car.
Yeah.
The last thing you do is have him stand. Man, I would
Yeah.
be. Do you understand the other
Yeah.
Secret Service people is probably beating their ass? It's like,
Yeah.
man, you coming out there shower, you getting 2 to the head. Oh, bop, bop, blah, blah, blah. You giving us a bad name.
Well, I mean, and yes, I love that women are passionate enough that they want to take on the role. But there's still the qualifications that need to be in check. And one of them is that you're at least head heights to the men you're protecting.
Man, that lady with that gun, she act like she was on crack cocaine. I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life. I was like, what is she doing? Oh my God. If you go back and watch that, you will laugh. You know I gave commentary. I
really did. I rolled that whole part of that through my brain, as an independent woman, and I thought, yeah, it's great. And then I thought, I'm a very short person. And so, yeah, I kind of chuckled and went, yeah, but that'll never happen.
Do you want to know why women are on? Do you want to know why women are on detail teams? It's a logical reason, because women can spot shooters close to the president, because women can women can understand the body language of a nervous man up close better than a man can.
Okay, and that's great. Women, all for women being in there, like I said. But I put myself in her shoes, and I'm as short as she is, and I had to chuckle at myself and think, why would I ever think I could protect the body of a person twice my height? I mean, honest, let's be serious. The qualifications still have to matter.
I ain't got no defense. I'm just offering another reason for Shawty to be up there. She looks cute to me,
right?
I might have opportunity one day. Because she surely ain't going to have no job in about a month or two.
Don't get me wrong. If I ever needed Secret Service details, she would be my gal. She's short enough to protect me.
I would have been flirting with if I was in the audience. Would have took my mind off the president. I'm just saying. She was a good distraction. Good distraction, man. That's all I'm saying. I ain't doing that. Hey, Gigi, hey, don't put that up there. Don't put that up there. Hey, Gigi getting on her 10 mode. Leave that Shawty alone. Leave Shawty alone.
Not wrong, though. She's not wrong.
Yeah, she wouldn't leave my team. Damn that. I don't know, man. That was hilarious, man. Believe me, he should have a whole new team. He should have a whole new team. By the next time y'all see him,
can we just make it a requirement that if you do Secret Service for the president, you have to be at least as tall as he, so you can protect the whole body? Right?
Shawties, that's mouth speaking, Shawties, not me.
Yeah, this isn't short person speaking. Like, it's not fair. I know, but it's not coverage either.
Yeah, the top half of his body would have been up. Yeah, but I think I know why she was there. Pause. Think she was handpicked.
Maybe.
Oh my good prayers! You got to do better, player. We got to get you some 6'6" bodyguards, player. Because this was embarrassing. This was embarrassing. 100. How close was the shooter? 100 and what?
Yeah, just 100 and some odd. What, 120, 150 yards?
People, that's the third target in basic training. It goes from 25, 50, 150 people. Man, Lord. Miles,
I know you're going to get stuck on that one. I know you would.
This was bad.
Well,
wow.
I'm glad it was, though. I'm glad it was.
Thank goodness they're not talking about how bad that was, Miles. Thank goodness.
Oh, they sure ain't owning it now, are they?
Yeah, people say, well, he was a doofus. He couldn't see. I'm I'm saying, man, he ain't the brightest and he wasn't the best. I'm just saying.
No.
He wasn't the brightest and he damn sure wasn't the best, y'all. He's one of the dudes that stumbled out of the alcohol place and like, you want to go somewhere. They chose him.
Man.
Oh my goodness, man, this dude.
Like, who did you turn down to get to this guy?
Man, y'all, they went down the line for this one. He wasn't A1, he was probably Z number 4.
Yeah.
This was horrible. Man, no. Mm-mm. Dude, if they getting dudes walking from their house with boom booms and pistols, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. These the idiots. These the idiots. All you got to do is like people like, hey, go get him.
They tried on this one. They tried.
I know. Yeah, so I ain't giving him credit. I know he an idiot. The dude climbed the damn place in the middle of everybody like, you idiot, and just the other idiots didn't see it.
Yeah. You climb up there and he pointed a gun at, and you climb back down. Okay.
Yeah, people, he's an idiot. I'm just saying he's an idiot. I ain't gonna give him no credit. When y'all say his name, I don't even say his name. I say that damn idiot. He's an idiot. Dumbass, you go ahead and fill in your metaphors or all that. I just don't want to get mouth checked. He's an idiot.
Idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot. This clown shoe. Man, the Boy Scouts of America laughing at this dude. I'm just letting y'all know, man.
Yeah. Our boys can do better with a BB gun, dude.
He should be the target on every shooting target from here on out. I don't even believe this, Mouse. Mouse, one day we're going to wake up. I'm going to say this dream I had about YouTube. You're going to laugh your ass off when I wake up from this dream.
One day. One day.
But I do believe there are more idiots out there.
One day we're all going to be sitting around the table sharing margaritas, looking at these old critters going, oh my God.
Because if you're right and Trump becomes president, this will be a blockbuster movie with the last scene. Everybody gonna be going fast forward to this one scene as he could become. This is gonna be, Miles. This is a movie waiting to happen. Hollywood already writing the script. This is a movie waiting to happen.
Well, you know the Dems are going to get the first crack at it. They're going to get it out there, and it's going to be a whole different conspiracy, you know.
Yeah, probably Trump had a damn 12-gauge shot boom boom underneath the damn podium and couldn't get to it. I know it's something good.
Yeah, they'll blame it on Trump somehow.
It's gonna be a hit movie, man. If he becomes president, you ain't gonna be able to tell him nothing. Every country from here to Botswana better be on alert when he become president. Anybody that said there was a threat on his, y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get it.
Even that part about it. You know, there were some world leaders out there too in their seats for a second.
All y'all that's putting a threat on our future president form, he gonna get y'all when he become. No, he hold grudges. He hold grudges. All right, keep talking noise on our president. Keep on. He gonna get you.
I bet old Russell was over there. Was like, oh, fuck.
Man, he gonna be saying F you. It's gonna be crazy. He already punked North Korea, so I already know he ready. He is ready. I can't wait. I love a strong president, y'all. That's for the military.
He ready. Hey, North Korea, come over here. I got a favor. I I got a chore for you. Like,
That's
what
more
was
work.
that?
That's more work for the military when he come in because he say anything. And we'll say, you know, we got his back right. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna get wild.
Yeah, but he is for a strong military. That's why I like him. He don't play no games. He tell you, hey, look what I got behind me while I'm talking. So I love it.
Oh, I've even heard Putin say, I mean, you know, Trump's got a solution to this war over here, and I'd kind of like to hear him out. You know,
Yeah, he right. Yeah, I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna tell the UN to back off, and he's gonna tell Ukraine you can't join. I know what he's gonna say. Y'all, this military, this is world politics now. Yeah, I know exactly what he's gonna say. That's his stance.
Saying that is like
Taboo to the world. Yeah, it's bad to say.
Never supposed to be put in a sentence that way. That was the whole point.
That's. I already know what he wants. Trump already said, I'm going to tell the UN to back off, tell Ukraine to defend this to themselves. We're going to back off. You are not joining the UN. That was the treaty. I know what he's going to say.
Putin's dead set on that, you know, Trump's going to get him out of this war in Ukraine. He's got no other option. He's like, oh, please, Trump, please tell me to stop. I will stop. I swear.
Yeah, but that war will never stop because whoever wins it, wins it. That's an outright one right there. That's a good one. Because the UN want Ukraine to join the UN so they can put missiles inside of Ukraine, allegedly, to be able to strike Russia. Ukraine saying nope. I mean, Russia saying nope. I told you, no UN. That was our treaty. Don't make them join so they can put the boom booms there. Yep. And Trump saying, yeah, you're right. Back off. But if you back off now, Russia takes over because they played it wrong.
I think Trump, and Putin already knows this, Trump has a treaty he's going to make him sign, and he's going to make him stop the war and back off Ukraine. And Putin knows this.
Do you want to know who's holding all of this up? Is the United States. We're fighting that war. It ain't Ukraine, it's us.
Yeah.
We need to pull back.
Yeah.
That takes a president's signature.
That will be part of the treaty, I'm sure.
That's the only part of the treaty because the U.S. is part of the UN. If we pull back, the UN got to pull back. We're funding the UN. Remember Trump always saying, why we're funding the UN?
Yeah.
Why we put, that's us. That's us, Mouse. That's all us.
Not just us now, though. I mean, after Trump rightfully threw a fit and said, hey, you know,
yeah, it's every other country.
NATO,
yes, every country. I say UN, but UN is NATO's police. And we fund the police department.
Yeah.
We fund NATO. And we're fighting over there internet-wise for them. Trump saying we signed a treaty that NATO said we will not invade, help you. We're going to abide by that treaty and pull out. And then the war's over.
Yeah.
It's simple. Very simple. That's why when Trump said it, Biden went crazy. Because he knows. All U.S. got to do is pull out.
But that's Trump's point anyway. That's his. And I get it. But you got to remember why NATO was originated and where do we stand on that now?
Golly, man, she's going to get me in trouble. I have to change my damn picture again. You know, NATO is also helping Israel. Well, the Israel war, the other people.
Okay.
So we're also helping and defending Israel at the same time. So if NATO pull out of Ubeka, wherever that place is by Russia, they also have to pull out from that Israel fight also. That's why it's really touchy. Get it? Why are we helping them and we're not helping them?
Right.
The Muslim countries now are looking at us now. That's why you haven't heard from them. Just seeing what we're going to do. Just saying.
We're just going to wait till November and see.
See what I'm saying? But you see how a president's decision can hold a whole country. They are waiting.
Well, waiting, no. I see it more as, and Putin even said it with not so many words. He's over in Ukraine because he could, because nobody was going to stop him, because Biden let him. And a lot of different countries took the same cue.
Oh, I wish we had a map. Where Ukraine is located is a strategic advantage to the United States. That's why I wish we had a map so I can show you if we pull out where we would be located once we pull out of Ukraine. You know, that's the whole problem, that people are not looking at the map, because United States Americans have a big issue with knowing what's outside of the United States. And strategic location is very, very key in this new world that we live in. Remember that base in Africa. It's a strategic location.
Yeah.
Ukraine is a strategic location. For Muslims, Palestine is a strategic location.
Fair. Yeah.
So, and our president that we have now says, this is how I want the world. Trump wanted as, that's y'all business. I'm about America. Fuck y'all. See what I'm saying? It's completely different.
Yeah. Yep.
So the world is waiting. That's why you see nothing, you hear nothing. They're waiting. Y'all, if y'all don't see me for about a month and a half, you know who to blame it on. They have me on desk work.
Yeah.
Plus, Mouse, you'll know this definitely. We are also having an issue with Russia and this oil pipeline.
Yeah.
And the Native Americans. So Russia is siding with the Native Americans on that pipeline now, which is causing a issue between Canada and so it's a lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not the one in Texas, the one up there by Canada, that they need oil. Mm-hmm. Canada know about it. Oh, they know about it. Look at Frankie. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God! You all got too many tough ass women up in here. I mean, I believe every woman in your chat got a pow pow. I really believe it. I really believe it. I know I have access to one. That's how dangerous your chat is. Every last woman down there got a pew.
I believe it. I believe it. I know all of them.
You ain't gonna tell me no different.
And that's just to guard our coffee. Like, yeah.
No, you do have some strong opinionated women. I just wish they would get it up and be like you, Mouse. Oh!
I wish Frankie would come up more often.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. I am Hairbag too. I got to shout out my vet.
Yeah, where is Hairbag? I hadn't seen him. I seen him early on, and I hadn't seen him since.
YouTube, baby. it got everybody mental up. That's why I love bringing comedy, try to bring things and other stuff because people are distracted right now. You got to give them something different.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking. I'm on it. Yeah, I kind of figured Frankie got a couple of them. Dang, I would love from her. I wouldn't want to talk about this girl. I mean, not that. But yeah. I would love a Sassy to be up here. Luna. Who else would be? Who else would be very interested for me? Oh, what is his name?
Who's that?
Matrix. I would love to get into his big head. He's an intelligent kind of guy. You know, Janica. I love her tenor voice. I just love it. She reminds me of a blues singer from back in the day, like in Beale Street. I just had an essence about her. She was singing one day, and she just reminded me of some. My bad, Janica. Had a dream, girl. Had a dream. My bad, girl. My bad.
Well, thank you, Janica.
Yeah. Mouse is one of the few women that can have conversations. My bad. Yeah.
No, there's a few of us, but yeah.
No, they can have a lot of women either feel threatened or in competition with an intelligent man. A lot of women don't know how to talk to one. They know how to argue with one.
I love the fact that our differences make it a sounding board. You know, your view and my view.
Yeah. Give people different options on purpose too, people. I probably agree with it. I'm just giving the opposite because y'all don't need to be in the echo chamber. I'm just giving a different what did Frankie put a penis in the chat for, man? What you doing, girl? Why you run around chats with penises? I just don't get I don't get Frankie. I just don't get her. I don't get Frankie.
You don't get Frankie. Frankie's a hoot. I love our Frankie.
Oh, if Sassy was here, she'd be laughing her butt off right now.
Yeah, maybe I didn't make it early enough for notifications to go out. Luna's not even here today.
Well, you know, with me, with you, I think you should do more hours because you have more knowledge. You're not like everybody. You are not a one-trick pony. Meaning you could talk about marriage, you can talk about raising children, you can talk about economy as a married woman, as you got so much to give. The problem is finding people to have the that's why you're unique.
Yep, fair enough.
I tried to tell you this, Mouse. Lord, people.
But I need to do more lives.
And longer too. But you might see you as a one. Is it hard for you to find topics or conversation?
I don't.
Outside of politics.
It just depends on the day. Some days are better than others. It just depends on how distracted, the real world is. And then I just come in here and I'm like, duh.
Do you think you know your chat? Do you think they want to hear what is it called? What's going on now or topics?
I don't know.
Because sooner or later, I think you're going to start labeling your topics. Like today, I want to talk about this. Today, I want to discuss this. Because of your intellect, you don't have to wake up with drama. You can bring anything every day to the table. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, some days.
Hey, Seagull. Yeah, Janica. That is true, Janica. That is true.
And it's still, the whole. Sometimes I'd rather have a smarter person up here, to teach me. Learning is as fun as teaching.
But what in the world you have to learn? What in the world you have to learn, Mouse?
There's lots in the world to learn.
What?
Oh, I don't. I learn something new every day, don't you?
Well, yeah. I see what you. Yeah. Hey, little sis.
There's Sassy.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm. I think you have more. I'm gonna give you something to dwell on, and you give me your thoughts on it. You ready?
All right, all right.
A single man that wants to be married would listen to a married woman before another married woman and before a single woman will listen to her. And a married man will listen to a married woman before. Why wouldn't a single woman and a married woman listen to a married woman speak and a single man and a married man will? Make that make sense. And respect your opinion.
Well, I mean, that's somewhere between pride and hard-headedness. Um,
Hmm. Y'all just, your boy be coming up with stuff. I be coming up with stuff to get Mouse because you're so
do
damn
you
smart.
remember telling your mom, do you remember looking at your mom and thinking, you just don't get it. You don't get it, Mom.
Yeah, because I'm a man. I get what you're saying. That
Women
sassy
still
in her
do that.
pussy.
Women still do that to their mom. You don't get it. You really don't get it. And about a lot more stuff than a
Yeah,
mother and a son.
yeah, that's true. But I always say that's why I don't listen to women because they're emotional. See, that's why I'm single, y'all. That's my issue. My bad. I'm an
Now
addict.
I can give you generations upon generations of how we did not listen to our mothers as women. And we look back and we tell her, oh my God, you were right. Right on time, like the circle of life. I don't know why.
There's a quote that says single women keep other women single.
You think?
It's a quote. I don't know where it came from. It just dropped out there, but it's a single women keep other women single. It's a crazy quote.
Yeah.
But you know me, I want to be married. I just think it's few wives out there.
I don't know. I don't think you're looking. I don't think you're looking.
You don't think so?
I think you're too busy and you're like, yeah, but no, I don't think you're looking.
Yeah, for me to notice that person, they will have to stand out. And amongst a crowd of that. But also the woman that is married and the woman that wants to be married and the woman that don't want to be married, they look the same in 2024. They dress the same, they go to the same places, they go to the same churches, they go on the same strip. They all look the same. Tell me what a wife look like and what a single woman look like. They look the same. But I can tell you what a married man look like and what a single man look like completely different.
Nah, fair.
Like y'all can tell a dude that come up here that want to be a player, and y'all can tell a dude that's serious about getting. Y'all can tell. In 2024, it is hard to tell a single woman that wants to be single, like Janica said, that want her own money, and a woman that wants to be a wife. They sound the same. They look the same. They dress the same. They have the same stuff.
You think?
Yeah. If a woman don't want to be married, like you said, they want to be married young in their 20s and 21s and 20, that means by the time they get 35, they have just the same, a wife would have the exact same thing as a single woman would. Same thing.
Nah, I don't know.
You don't think? Hey, this is why I'm around women. Hey, this to me, this is how I looked at it. You know me, I'm willing to be wrong, but this is as a single man. This is what I look like. This is what I looked at. Like, and I hate women aren't this, but if wives and single women were bulls coming at you, how would you tell the difference until it got up on you? You wouldn't. You would step to the side and let them go by. Tell me if you can tell me what's the difference between let's just give a 35, let's say a 40-year-old woman that's never been married and a single woman at 42 that's never been married. They should look exactly the same.
I don't know. That depends on if she had kids or not.
But most women at 42 don't want kids. They look the same.
No, I don't know.
What you mean I'm grounded? What? That means I ain't looking for somebody? See, y'all talking married stuff? See, Frankie says she totally different from a single woman. See? Well, you are because you've been married. Mouse is totally different. But if a single woman wanted a husband, they would sound exactly like Mouse. I don't even know what grounded means. Meaning I know what I want.
Or you're in trouble.
Is that what it means? I'm grounded?
I don't know. I don't know how she meant it.
See, in the military, when somebody is grounded, that means you can't move them out their spot. They believe what they believe. Yeah. So I know, I know she military. That's me being grounded. If she thought I was, well, yeah, I am. I'm not grounded. I know what it is. I just don't want to say it. The reason I'm the way that is because this started young with me. Meaning I have been introduced to every woman young. I've been able to talk to them, dress this, so I know I've been talking to women. So I can talk. A lot of men don't. Remember, we just got a conversation for the last 4 men. Men ain't even never talked to women before a day in their life. They've been locked up. So I'm different. And I know I'm different. And I know what I bring to the table. A lot of men don't bring this to the table.
Fair.
Whew, you see how your boy got out of that? Tell me I can't talk my shit. You don't know what you talking about. I can talk. Boy, I can talk, man. I'm from the South. You can't. I don't care where you from. You ain't gonna out talk somebody from the South. I'm sorry. It ain't never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Y'all talk like this to your neighbors just checking the mail.
Hey, I see it, Janica, be different. I am not different.
You're not different?
No. Name any man that talks and get the attention of every. It's not many men that do that. No, it's not that. It's like.
I think you are different. I think that's what you're trying to say.
No, I'm not. No. There are more men like me, they just don't know how to talk. Same morals, same athletic look, same veteran, same.
Tell these single ladies where these guys are. Help them out.
Yeah, okay, they're at Walmart, they're at CVS. They're right, y'all just don't see them. Y'all don't see them. It's what you were saying before. Most men would rather be unseen and go back in their. What did you say, Miles? Most of these young boys want to go back in their rooms and play on their computers.
Yeah, and be left alone.
And the men that know how to talk are out because they don't know how to talk. And you as a woman been on many of panels. Give me the percentage of men that can have a reasonable conversation with you that you've been on panel with. What, 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70? Give me the percentage. I bet you it's under 30.
No, I'd say it's probably higher than that.
The men that cannot talk, what is the percentage of them in the chat? Exactly. They're there. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to respond to you. They don't know how to engage. Nothing. And you can feel it. And that turns a woman off in 2 seconds because women can read shit like that.
Sometimes.
Majority of the time. Because y'all have been getting hit on and talked to since y'all was in, 12, 13, 14 years old. Y'all can read it.
Yeah.
Y'all can read it.
Yeah.
And men don't know this. Like, dude, they can read it. They can read the lack of confidence in your words. They don't get it. Dude, y'all ain't giving these women credit. I'm telling you, they can read.
Some girls find it cute.
But you can understand there's a lack of them. And when they get around men like me, we point it out, and it becomes very obvious. Why you think they don't come on time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just like a single woman talking about what it is to be married will never come on a panel with married women because y'all know she's full of shit. Same thing.
Yeah.
Woo, that I'm telling you. Woo, Kiki. I ain't never heard that before. Man, I ain't never heard that before.
What's that?
When Kiki grew up, it wasn't his money, but my money, and it was our money. I ain't never heard that before in a long time.
Yeah.
Whew. I
think it's weird that couples today keep that separate or try to. I think it's kind of comical watching them try to keep it separate. Because the cycle of life is gonna destroy that theory. It just is. Like,
Carrie Janica, I see the problem as not listening, avoidance of intellectual conversation. Only 20%, 30% of men go to college. You only can have that conversation with 30% of men.
I don't think you necessarily have to have 4 years of college to have an intellectual conversation.
With a woman that went to college, you do. That, you see what I'm saying? You, as a man that never went to college, having a intellectual conversation with a 4, 5, 6 year degree woman, no. They can tell. And what did we say? More women are what? College educated and secondary educated, because majority of these women own their own business.
Yeah.
They can't comprehend. That's why women dumb down the conversation with most men. My bad, dudes, man. I'm with y'all dogs, man. I'm trying to tell them stuff. My bad.
You're not supposed to be giving out our secrets like that. Like, wham bam.
Well, these dudes need to know these women are very, very intelligent. And an intelligent conversation don't involve talking about your dick. I'm just telling you, dude. It doesn't.
Thank you. And
if you did want a woman, you stimulate her mind before her body, before this shit even happens. The conversation matters. Dudes, man. Look, man, let me stop. I'm giving away. Stop, dudes.
Help them out there, Amy. Help them out.
Read it. Go online. Register for college to stimulate. Your mind is a muscle, young men. I know it's not many male teachers out there, but your mind is a muscle. If you do not use it, you lose it. These women are very, 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 very intelligent, and they are dumbing their conversations down with you. They are talking about eggs when they can make a 3-quart. No, I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So even though, and these men do love these conversations. They love a man love a topic, a conversation that requires him to give you information or requires him to look it up. But most men don't know how to have that conversation.
Well, how do we get more men up here having conversations?
Topics.
Like? Because I ain't talking about chains and brakes. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it.
No, but you can also, as a wife, like I had this conversation with Sassy before. You can also have a topic like, men, do you prefer your woman or wife to be dressed up when she's at home? And women can give that, well, I don't because I'm tired of what I'll be working. And this is why I don't do it. But I would love it. That will get men talking. You see what I'm saying? But
yeah.
And it will give them to give your opinion. So it's more topic related, because you have men that have been married or married. Even Savage was over here. Ain't he a single man too? So y'all have them here. You just got to stimulate their minds with the conversation. Yep, Frankie. Yep. Because they don't know how to have the conversation. Like Mal said, it is not many men that will come up and willing to be wrong and have a woman say, no, this is the right way. And it's not many. And the men that are willing to do it are very fucking successful. That's what men don't get. You're willing to listen to a woman or a man. It's the knowledge that is coming through. That's why I told Mouse when we met, our conversation is an exchange of knowledge. That's a conversation.
Yeah.
But I'm different, as Mouse and y'all would say. I'm different, though.
One thing that Army Vet and I have always agreed on there are topics that we as citizens, as community members, should be talking about.
True.
You know, we should be helping each other educate each other on certain topics, you know, on things that we face in the cycle of life of where we are.
Yeah, because culturally we can give our opinion on because we're totally different cultures, but our understanding of our country and who we are the same.
Right, exactly.
You ain't gonna tell us nothing about who we are as Americans. Not one damn thing.
Nope.
Not one thing. Nope. Never gonna try. You can talk all you want to. We ain't gonna listen, but go for it.
Yep. Oh, come on. We'll gaslight you every now and then if you open up to it. But yeah.
But man, believe me, Mouse has a lot to offer. A lot of these went, but I understand y'all don't have a voice. I get it. But it's so many of y'all that are intelligent. Don't be telling me this shit.
They are. They really are.
Varied interest with men. Well, is this a single woman question or a married woman? Do women want to hear what men went through, or do they want to hear what men want, or do they want to hear the topic of discussions from a man? Should women run this world? Yeah, dude. Yeah. No comment. No. I'm on the men's side now. I'm with you, dogs. I'm back. I'm back, players. I'm back. Women are too emotional. I will always go back to it. I miss you, Janica and Frankie. Man, I would love to hear from them. You right, Miles. They got a voice down there. They got one. You gonna get them up here.
If you don't believe me, try eating a bag of chips on panel in front of Frankie and watch what she does. She will climb up on this panel. She will call you out. Bet.
Have Frankie ever been on panel?
I see a few times, yeah.
Oh, I ain't never heard Frankie before. Is she mean? Is she mean like you?
Yeah, we love mean Frankie. Yeah,
Oh,
she'll
Lord.
tell you.
That's probably
She'll
why
tell
her and
you.
Sassy get along so well. Oh, Lord. Because she has to tell me off all that. I don't know why you thinking that way. She ain't like nice like you. She's straight out. You crazy. I don't know why you thinking like that or that. I'm like, come on, girl.
Yep, Frankie's straight with you. She doesn't, yeah.
Golly.
She don't sugarcoat it. I like it that way.
Yeah. It's good to hear their voices every now and then. Anytime I know if I'm wrong about something, I go ask her because she's going to tell me straight out. Let me hear what you got to say. Well, Army vet, I'm telling you, you're stupid. I don't know what you're thinking about. Okay, I got you. She give me the real sometimes.
Yeah.
And Janica and is that was Izzy?
Where is Izzy this morning?
Like, what did she do that was fascinating? What did she do in her prior life? What she did was so fascinating to me when she told me that.
Oh, yeah?
What did she do? Forensics. I said, girl, you got me. I was like, you ain't. That told me she's intelligent. I'm like, what? Nothing. All these damn women with degrees I'm around.
Well, we adopted Janica. She is from Zotar, but she's very smart, so we kept her.
I heard her singing one time. She had me then.
Say Frankie will tell you, don't eat on panels. She don't like it. She don't like it a bit.
No, she must be from the South. That's like eating with your mouth open in front of a Southern woman. You don't do that. They'll tell you about yourself right there. Zotar.
But she's also a great artist. That's the other reason we kept her. She really does create some pretty cool things, Janica does. She carves and she does jewelry.
Tennessee.
Frankie, are you here now? Did
Tennessee.
you finally make it?
Tennessee. Take me to another place. Take me to another town. Let me stop. I ain't got my beats here.
Yeah, she's from the South up here with me from Tennessee. We are that way. We'll tell you about yourself. It's all right. God bless you. Bless your heart.
So y'all are attracted to them men that stand up and know how to talk.
Oh, yeah.
That is so wild. Because I go over on the military panels and they like a man that's stoic and don't say anything. Like, it's crazy. Wow, this is crazy.
Nah.
But they're from the New York, that area up there. The military panels.
Well,
way up like New York, Baltimore. So a man that knows how to hold his form, that don't talk, and when he talks, say, like, I will listen to what you say and say 4 words and stop. To them, that's so weird.
yeah.
Where you come culturally.
Yeah. You got 2 more weeks, Frankie. Well, 2 more weeks and then welcome home, girl.
Frankie.
It's hot and dry up here.
It's rain. It was raining big time in New Orleans, man. I'm right on the bayou, y'all. So right there. So when the water comes up, I go over there and just take a peek.
Ooh.
Yeah, a peek.
Move away from the beach. Like I want to tell people this all the time. You know what happens when you live on the beach? you got a 10-year life. That's the best you're gonna get out of the coastline before one hits. 10 years at best.
Well, hopefully that earthquake hit California, allegedly, before the next hurricane come here. Because they do. Well, they do. No, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Well, they have had their bouts with wildfires.
They supposed to have the big one, and ain't the national park supposed to blow up too? Allegedly,
it's making a lot of noise these days. There's a lot in the news about the park out there. Yeah.
Now I'm just doing my homework. I know where not to go.
I know, right?
Yeah, some of my best conversation has been with women. Yeah, men find me intimidating.
Well, we got to educate them, I guess.
No, because they say it's not a lot of men like me on the internet. It's a lot of people that know how to talk, but don't have the background. I have the background and also know how to talk. Not a lot of you. But you know, Mouse been knowing me for a while. I stay to myself, y'all. I stay way to myself.
I do for the most part. I just, humans are funny little creatures.
Well, yeah, I've studied people, so I know reactions. So I study reactions now. So by what I say or don't say, the reaction I get, that tells me a lot now. Like how you say, if I edit something out on purpose, like I don't say something or I don't address something on purpose, and somebody says it, that tells me everything I needed to know.
Yeah. Jenica says last year we had all that smoke from Canadian wildfires. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't.
You don't remember that?
No. The last thing I remember from Canada was when they had the trucks.
I think this was after the trucks.
Oh, I haven't heard nothing from Canada since then.
Yeah, they were on fire pretty bad through Canada, and the smoke was blowing over into a lot of the northern states.
Oh. Wow. Nothing about that's wow.
You don't remember that?
But you remember also they shipped me because of that oil pipeline from Canada to I think North Dakota. So I was stuck up in that situation.
Right.
Then I came back to some stuff like I can't even believe what's going on YouTube right now, Mouse. I'm shocked. I can't say it because you know I'm trying to duck and dodge. But
man,
yeah, I know, man. Woo.
Bob and weave.
When I say I done had 100 emails and text messages to say something.
Uh-oh.
I know, Jenica. I know. I now Mouse is doing her thinking. Like, okay, let me get into Army Vet's head. Pause. Think like me. But yeah. And I already know what she's thinking. Shouldn't I or should I?
What did you get into?
I ain't do nothing, man. I'm smoking on my vape. Nothing. Don't be smacking no hands. I see. It's like a mom. Y'all hear her? She like a mom. What did you do in school today? I hear it.
Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, I hear it. Y'all like tap tap tap. And that used to be the tap my all game. I know you did something. Like, yeah. That's why I knew it. That's why I
Yeah. You done intrigued me.
Oh, no. It'll bring too much. It'll bring too much to you, Gun. You one of the innocents out here.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Mm-mm. It's hilarious though. But you if I talk to you about it, you're gonna laugh at it. I ain't gonna say nothing. Hey y'all, how the world doing today? California had a big fire. Thank you there, Frankie.
I think it's just, I don't know, maybe it's the season, maybe it's the time of year, maybe everybody's just, I don't know, aching for a fight, I guess. I know that in far away from our community, the
Janica.
drama has exploded in every community.
Yeah, man. You can laugh, man. I wish I could do a skit on this. I would work this one out and I'll put music to it and just, oh man. Never mind. I ain't gonna touch it, Janica. I'm finna move out. I'm finna back up and go right back to Frankie's in California. Yeah. Keep y'all eyeballs in that Discord. Keep y'all eyeballs in that Discord. Ain't nothing going on here. Nothing to see.
Mouse rhymes with carouse.
What? Huh? What? See, go rhyming again. Oh my goodness. But yeah, well, I'll flip it.
Or you did notice I used your background today.
Just one. How's the other one? I think I'm trying to find you a pink one, a pink background that just blazes it, so I can start teaching you how to do. Like, have you figured out how to do your cameras? I'm sure you do.
Oh yeah.
See, you can put you got tons of backgrounds back there to play with. Well, mentally, what do you think? Jonathan say, where do you think you two mentally has gone?
Mentality right now, it just seems aggressive and aggravated. Or bored. It may be bored. I'm not real sure.
I think it's bored too.
Yeah, I think it's bored.
but also I think this is a slap at creators saying, hey, give me something then.
Yeah, I'll have to agree to that. That's run through my head, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you call somebody an addict and you don't give them nothing to get up, what's up? Yeah, they're gonna go right back over there to the crack house. I mean, come on, people.
Yeah.
Talk to anybody from the South, they'll tell you that. Talk to anybody from give them something else, but it got to be just as fire. You can't, as a counselor told me, you can't take a pack of Cools from somebody and give them some generic cigarettes. They're gonna know the difference. They're gonna know the difference.
I don't know. Maybe we should figure out a scavenger hunt of sorts.
But you want to know, a lot of this got to do with personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kiki, Janica. Yeah, it's out of control. Yeah, mentally it is. Yeah, draining.
I don't know. I'm not that kind of person that I'm good at getting up in the morning and coming up with jobs. I'm just not good at that.
Well, you know, We can use that retired word. I can use the retired. I choose to be a contractor if I want to. So I choose my job. So it's an easier life. So we have somewhere to go. You know, I can always go gaming. You can go real life. A lot of people, this is their life. You too. Ain't nothing bad about it, but where do they go if nobody's giving them anything different? They can't come to my channel unless I do the music, but I also do the pew-pew on my gaming, but obviously that ain't what they want. They want something else.
Yeah, I'm still not going to do it.
Yeah, me either. But I know, believe me, I'm ducking and
bobbing and weaving, bobbing and weaving.
Here's a conversation. Would you judge someone for not having a comment? Remember now, this ain't us back in the day. This is 2024 we're living in. Do you think the average person would? Has it changed to that? No comment is a comment.
Sometimes maybe, but I don't know. Hey, Matrix.
Hey, well, my player. My intellectual genius from the overseas EZs. What she say? Not at all. It's for the views. I don't know what damn, I'm so behind. I'm on 2 other computers.
The arguing and the dives are all for views. And Janicus is not at all on your last question.
Yeah, because I know what she's talking about. Now, see, that's what. Hey, man, I know. I'm dancing with my vape. I'm dancing.
Dancing.
Oh, where Hairbag at when I need him? He be touching them touchy subjects, and he don't care. He just be hopping.
Yeah.
He got more balls and paws. But I know, Mouse. Don't do it, Mouse.
Did you hear that Hairbag became a grandpa?
Yeah, I did a stream with him. I called him up. I told him to change his name to Old Fart.
There you go.
It's like when Mouse and your daughter gave you that name, stick with it. Wow! I love me some Seagull. We're gonna put that on the shirt. I'm putting it on the shirt, Seagull. That I'm taking it to Baton Rouge with me. I like that one. Only vet just want to dance with the girl.
That's
it.
I
like that. That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt. I know, Mouse, get off of it, Mouse.
Yeah.
It's right there too, ain't it?
What was that nursery rhyme about? Georgie Porgy went out to play. He kissed all the girls.
No. I could touch it. Well, no. Janica, be quiet. Even though you ain't saying nothing, I know you laughing.
Is that silent comment? No comment.
Yeah, I need my face to say allegedly. Oh, that would been perfect. And get a voice changer.
Yeah.
I wonder if I get an all veteran. If we can get an all veterans panel together. I know Hairbag. Frankie's the wife of one. Not to talk, but just to shoot some shit. But they gotta be cool. I can't talk to nobody. You know me. I'll get out of here if you ain't cool.
I don't even know how many of them are veterans. I know Hairbag is.
Yeah, that's the only one I know. Who used to come into my channel that was a vet? I be in and out YouTube so much, I don't even know.
A year ago, I probably could have told you, but I don't even remember now. Hey, Dory.
Hey.
Woo, you scared me. Oh, hey, Dory.
Oh my God.
Woo, I had my Bluetooth on. I was going to get some coffee. Woo, woo. Girl, I thought they broke into my house. I was going right for my pause.
I brought my shield. I'm fine.
How you
I'm not
doing
worried.
this? How you doing this morning?
Morning. It's almost
Afternoon.
1 o'clock. Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock. I just had my lunch, and I'm bringing my leftovers home. That's how we do it here at the senior center.
So how was everyone today?
Well, not everyone showed up today. It's been like weird weather. I'm in New Jersey, and it's been like storming, like it was stormy night last night. A lot of lightning, all of that kind of stuff. And then it gets really hot in the afternoon. So if they come out here, it's actually a nice day today, but it could get hot. I have to leave on the next bus. I'm waiting for my bus again, but it doesn't show up for another half an hour, so I've got a little bit of time.
Okay.
So yeah, they're fine. All the old folks are fine.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So what are you guys talking about now?
Getting the coffee right now. My coffee machine finna act a fool. Hold up.
We were just talking about how Army Vet just wants to dance with all the girls.
Okay.
I heard that. I was on mute.
Listen, my mother-in-law, my first mother-in-law, she was from England, and she married my father-in-law during the war, and he was from Canada. He was a soldier from Canada, and she was a dance hall girl, and he married her. She already had a kid. Her first husband tried, well, actually, he wasn't her husband, but her first baby daddy tried to murder her.
Wow.
Yeah, he was an Australian soldier, and he just disappeared. She couldn't find him, and then but she survived. He slit her throat, threw her in a closet, and somebody found her. She made it. She pulled through,
Wow.
and she married this like fine Canadian soldier. And they stayed in England for 6 years after the war. And then when he returned to Canada, he had to go to prison for 6 months for desertion.
Uh-oh.
Well, because he deserted the army, because he couldn't afford to take her with him, and he couldn't afford to leave without her.
Right.
So he just deserted. He was a deserter.
Oh, man.
So to take care of this lady. So that's nice. Kind of a romantic story.
And this is your grandparents, you said?
No, it's my in-laws.
Oh, your in-laws. Okay.
Yeah, from my first husband. He was a little older than me, and he was the youngest son. So obviously my father was alive during the war, but he was like 16.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So
That was a good story.
pretty good, right?
Just why did you gloss over the fact that the lady was found in the closet?
Well, because I didn't have all the details. She told me the story herself. She was my mother-in-law,
Wow.
but I don't know I don't know if anyone else has been told that story.
Ooh, girl, hope you ain't snitching.
She passed away.
Oh, good. Because
All these people, I'm old. All these people are dead now. They're all passed away.
that
Wow.
was a good story, but you shade past the lady in the closet and went on. I'm like, okay. And you ended with happy story. I'm like, what about the lady?
Yeah, well, she's the one. She was my mother-in-law. She did not die.
No, the lady in the closet.
Yeah, she lived to tell the tale to me.
What? See, that's where my Bluetooth went off at. I
Oh,
just thought
okay,
you
all
just
right.
jumped. I was like, what happened to the lady? Got a throat. What's going on
Yeah,
in the
she
closet?
survived, and she had my father-in-law's children. he only
See,
had
I went to the bathroom on that part of the movie.
he only had one kid.
That's
Anyway, yeah.
crazy.
But in order
That's
to protect her, he had to become a deserter of the war.
In order to become her husband and take care of her and get her out of that dance hall, he had to desert the Canadian Army. And then after 6 years, he had enough money to take her and her son and his son back to Canada with him. Took him 6 years to save up that money. And then he had to go to prison for 6 months to pay for what, his desertion.
that
You
is a
people
crazy story.
people don't realize how easy they have it, you know.
Mm.
I agree.
It's true.
Anyway, there is more to that story, but I'm just gonna pass on it for
Yeah.
now. You guys
Yeah.
can talk.
Yeah, my mom, yeah, I know. We're going back to that California fire. Just like me, I can't touch something either.
Are you from California?
Oh no, I'm from the sweet state of Louisiana.
I used to work in Louisiana,
Well. Oh,
Lake
no,
Charles.
girl, I am 45 minutes from there.
Are you serious? I also
Right there,
worked.
I'm right
I
there by
also worked in
Alexandria.
Toomey Starks. If you know where that is.
That must be
You know where
down south.
Delta Down Racetrack is?
Yeah, by Shreveport.
No, it's south of Shreveport.
Bossier. Yeah, Shreveport,
Yeah,
Bossier.
near the border, or near the Gulf, actually.
Okay,
I
I know
worked
you.
I
Yeah.
worked there, and I worked in Le Berge du Lac, the casino
I was
in
just
Lake
gonna say
Charles.
that. I ain't want to say it, but yeah,
You've been there, right?
yeah.
Everybody's been to Le Berge du Lac. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's why I was like, when you start naming what you was naming, I know what was there.
It's a beautiful casino. And I used to live in Vegas, so I know what a beautiful casino is.
That's why I was like, places you're naming, I know. Yeah.
So yeah, I used to be a dealer back in the day.
Mm-hmm. See, I wasn't gonna say all of this stuff.
You weren't gonna tell on me. You weren't gonna blow my cover.
No, but I'm like, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know.
I probably know some friends of yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
One day you can come. That means you know how to shuffle, right? You can shuffle crazy, can't you?
Oh yeah, I can shuffle. That's for sure.
You can come on, put the camera on your hands, and show them all the types of deals. Girl, I used to sit up with this chick that knew, man. I know what she's talking about. Girl. Because they're the only ones that's up at that time, man. Between like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Right. Well, when I worked in the casino, I mostly worked graveyards.
Mm-hmm.
So guess who I met in the casino?
A lot of military members just sitting up and talking. And
No, actually not really. Not that many. Not during that shift. It was graveyard, remember? So they're back at the barracks sleeping when I'm working.
So who's up there?
So I met people like Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
You know, people who come to entertain, and then they finish their entertaining, and then they come to the casino afterwards. You know?
How good was you?
That's cool.
How
Yeah.
good were you?
Okay, well, Actually, I was pretty good at it, but
I
that's
know you're a
beside the point.
private dealer.
So,
Holy shit.
I remember when Snoop Dogg came into the casino, I was like, "Oh, is he gonna come over to my table?" Because I didn't have anybody playing, right? I thought he is. He's coming over here, and he's he was wearing a spa bathrobe because I guess they had called someone to open the spa. This is like 4 a.m. They called someone and he had some time to kill until the nail lady got there or whatever kind of masseuse or whoever it was that was going to take care of him. So there he is sitting in a bathrobe, nothing on. At my blackjack table, like
Yeah.
wearing the little spa slipper, like naked underneath, right? Like, come on now. Come on, Snoop, go away.
Put that up.
And then I guess a little while later, a few people came and sat at the table because they saw him, right? So they're curious. And then a little bit later, I guess his girlfriend of the I don't know where he found her. I don't know if he brought her with him or found her somewhere in Lake Charles. I have no idea, but she's a little Asian girl. She was wearing the same robe, came over, said maybe, I mean, that could have been his masseuse, but she was wearing the robe too. Thing. It was pretty funny.
Okay, Dory got a story to tell, y'all.
And you know who else I've met? Do you remember that guy, Everybody Loves Raymond?
Uh-huh.
What's his name?
Raymond?
No, his real name. That's who he was on TV.
I have no idea. I know Frankie.
Ray, it's like Ray something. I forget his last name. He came and played poker on my table.
Did he lose or did he win?
I redistributed all of his funds to other people.
Yeah.
Jeez, good.
See, that's the
He
juice
kept
right
buying
there.
in for like 500 each time, and each time he'd go all in, and somebody would call him, and he'd like lose every time. Oh my God! And he was
That's
so
the
mad
juice.
at me that he tipped the waiter $40 and didn't give me anything. Right? I was like, just let him win one
Wow.
hand, and then at least maybe he'll give me 100, right?
Right?
But no, I got nothing for it.
Just saying. Put that camera on them hands.
Yeah, but you
Start
got the
dealing.
gratification of watching him lose his money.
Well, that's true. These rich people, if you're super rich, don't come to my table. 'Cause I'm going to take all your money.
Good. Good.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of who else when I was in Canada, I was dealing also, and I had a couple of famous customers. I had James Earl Jones was one of mine.
Huh.
Remember him? Remember James Earl Jones
Yeah.
with the voice?
I'm starting to realize the reason she went from Lake Charles to Canada. She made some money.
She got out of there.
Yeah, dog, she left the country, man. Like, see you later.
I couldn't give him any money either. I would just take all of his money.
Listen now.
And there was another guy. He was a hockey player. He was a goalie for the Canucks. Donald Brashear. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's like one of he's like the only black hockey player in Canada, right?
How did you go from Lake? How did you go from
And he used to be my customer too.
How?
So I couldn't pay him either.
With an ace up her sleeve, Army vet.
Yeah, I'm just a cheater. I cheat at cards.
I know where she come from now. And
Nah.
to go from there to Camp Miles, you done, Dory. Wow. I know what she. Wow.
So I can't believe I can't believe you've been to
Wow.
L'Auberge de Lac though.
I didn't say I've been there. I said
Oh,
I know
you just
where
know
Lake
where it is.
Providence. Yeah, I know where
You
Lake
know where it
Providence.
is.
I know where that is.
I've been
And
to
I
Shreveport.
know the military base right there is Barksdale Air Force Base.
You're right. There is a military base right there.
Ooh, I know.
I've been to Shreveport.
Mhm. That's why I know to start from where you was to where you at now. You good.
So they also had a hockey team, or it was a farm team where they train all the hockey players, all the young ones that haven't started professional hockey yet. They have a team. They have a farm team down near there, near the military base.
You know I don't play hockey, boo boo.
So, like
You
a
ain't
lot
gonna
of
catch me
my
on the ice.
customers would come in and they say, "You're from Canada, aren't you?" And I go, "How do you know?" They go, "Oh, we recognize your accent because of the hockey team."
Yeah, because I go to Winnipeg, Manitoba a lot. So,
Oh, do you? Did you play hockey?
I date
Oh, you
Canadian
were dating
teachers.
someone from Winnipeg?
Yep.
So did she dance? Army that.
Yeah.
She danced.
Here's something that
She was
Americans
a
don't.
dancing
Here's
queen.
here's something that Americans
17. Doo
don't
doo
know that
doo doo
other
doo.
countries do. She goes to Korea and teach English. Other countries go to other countries. They send their teachers to other countries to teach their language. United States is the only country that don't send their teachers abroad to teach English in another. The only ones. So she goes to Korea and North Korea and teach English, and I go with her sometimes.
Huh.
Weird, ain't it? And we
Yeah.
met in Korea, where she was teaching English and I was teaching. She was teaching English, but the students that we were teaching were the elite of the elite, and they needed to learn English. So who do they learn it from? They have to find someone like me that will make them learn English a different way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
a lot of Canadians went to Japan to do that too.
Yep.
in order for us to go to another country and teach English, we also have to know their language, right?
No, they don't want you to
Mm-mm.
know their language.
Nope.
They
Nope.
want you to only know English.
Yep. You're gonna learn it anyway, being embedded in there. But
Right, but
you're there to
for
English.
them to learn English, if you start talking their language, they're not going to learn it. They want people that can't speak their language.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why she is. That's why me not knowing it, but knowing it, they want somebody like me that will stretch their vocabulary. Like, what is he said? Okay, okay, okay. But I'm also elite and so they want me and her was perfect. We met on that. Okay, that's why I tell men where you work at is probably who you gonna meet.
But you know, it wasn't really safe for women to go do that because
Nope.
they would sometimes there was a lot of scams going on for women and they would like traffic the
Take their
women.
yep. They would take their passports. Yep. They
Yeah, they
threatened to take
traffic
her.
them, make them geisha girls.
Hmm. But
Dang.
she was dating me, so she and her friends, because usually it's two of them that go, and they go as friends, so they live together and they
Yeah,
yeah,
but there was a lot of problems back in the
yeah,
day.
especially in the Asian market, they will take your passport and you can't leave, can't make no
At
money,
least that's how
nothing.
they felt, you know, like they didn't know what like my father worked for immigration for 35 years, so there's no way that I could have get fooled like that. I would just go straight to an embassy. I don't care. I'll
Well,
find one.
remember now, majority of the teachers are 23 to 24, 25, energetic, love learning and teaching other cultures. And they get them that way.
Right, right. And I would have been around that age, but I still, because of my upbringing, I grew up all over the world, that there's no way that they would be able to entrap me. However, I didn't feel that it would be safe for me because I'm kind of petite. So, you know, easy
Yeah.
to overpower, you know?
Yeah, it happened to her. Like it happened to a few of her friends that they took their once they take your passport, You ain't leaving.
No,
You ain't leaving the country.
I could get another passport. No problem here. My father works for
Imagine,
the Canadian Embassy. Are you kidding me?
but think about it. If you are them and they take your passport, how are you leaving the country? You're
Right.
not.
You have to go to an embassy and tell them what happened, obviously. But
And
like a lot of people wouldn't
but you
know
have to
that.
prove it.
A lot of
You have
people
to
would
prove
be
it.
scared and not know what to do.
That's when Mouse was like, well, you have to know the language. That's when the language barrier come in. When you actually try to get help,
Yeah, and you know,
they
when I
don't
was in
know.
Canada, when I was in Vancouver, I met quite a few Chinese women that didn't speak English that were afraid because their husbands brought them over and then abused them, and they didn't know they could leave them. You know what I mean? They didn't know where to go or how to get help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because divorce is a United States thing. It's not a world
Anyway, I got to go
Oh,
because my bus is
where's
coming
that?
in like 5 minutes. I got to go outside, out in that heat.
thing.
So I'll talk to you guys later.
All
Thanks
right.
for having
Thank
me
you,
up.
Joy.
All
You
right.
have a good rest of your afternoon. Thank you for
Thanks.
coming
Okay, bye.
Bye.
up. Bye.
Now, she's gonna put on some time.
Yeah. Not too bad for a small crowd this morning.
No, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Man, we're gonna see Mouse in probably 3 weeks, y'all.
In 3 weeks.
Told you they're gonna want more Mouse. Mouse
But
is a safe place. Mouse is a safe place in all this drama. Because that's where your crowd is.
yeah.
We know.
Yeah. I designed it that way.
Mouse said, hey, that is a good spoon. Okay, Mouse, go ahead. Okay.
Oh, Frankie. He's doing good actually.
Good job.
He's Frankie asked how my dad is doing. He's up walking around. He's doing physical therapy. He just finished his last round of radiation yesterday morning. So far so good. Everything's getting better. And see, I didn't have to be at an appointment this morning.
Strength, Mouse. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing.
Nothing, huh?
Mm-mm. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, no matter what. I'm telling you, people. Always, Frankie.
Thank you, Frankie. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Sometimes people, strength isn't about doing what you think people should tell you. Sometimes it's doing things that you do not want to do.
Yeah.
And then you will understand leadership. And what people perceive isn't, I understand strength. And I know how to align myself with people that beliefs are stronger than their limits.
Yeah. It goes along with what you taught me about not being the smartest person in the room all the time.
But your soul is different. It's like a foundation of building the perfect building. It starts with your foundation. And who you are as a person, I am glad I met. Because in times like this, who you are as a person, come out.
Well, I appreciate that.
You do not need to be here. But you chose to be here to give them a distraction. The definition of leadership. And they don't even get it.
Well, I know that there is a need for people to be distracted. There is a need for people to discuss things that are going on around them in the world. And they shouldn't have to go through all the drama to do it.
But to set aside personal gain and personal grief to help somebody out that might be suffering, ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. Nothing. Going with the crowd is one of the easiest things you can do in life. Going against it and then putting what you believe on the back end for somebody else.
What do you mean?
What your father is going through, you understand as a daughter. As a father, I know. The fact that you are here and when you said, I did this specifically for this told me everything I needed to know. You did this not because of yourself, you did it because of others.
Yeah.
Where you can be somewhere else because I understand sacrifice and I understand leadership. And when these two match up, you have to give that person grace.
I appreciate that.
But it's what you're going through.
Oh, I'll admit it's a journey that I haven't been through before. And I understand that that's only because I am lucky enough that both of my parents are still here. But I also appreciate that I know a lot of people out there aren't that blessed right now.
Empathy. A wife.
And, you know, a little girl and her daddy, like that is your first love. And when daddy needs help, you know,
my daughter,
baby girl comes running. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And to still pull over your car and to ask somebody, hey, you okay? Man, you ain't telling me nothing. Nothing, no, nothing. So I get it. They don't, I get it. Respect. And on that note, now it's about to peel out. You know, I gotta go check the water levels, but
I hear you.
It's always a blessing, Mouse. It's
always, Army Vet. I'm so glad you come up with me today. I appreciate it so much.
I appreciate you too, Mouse.
And yeah, we had a good day. It's about 3.5 hours. I love you, Army Vet. I always appreciate having chat with you and swapping conversation and swapping views. It's always a blessing. You guys in chat, thank y'all for joining me today. Like I said, I'm back into the rhythm, and you guys will see a lot more of me now. Thank you, everybody in chat. Shout out to the replay crew. You guys are my gold. I appreciate you so much for everyone who gives me a like, a view. Don't forget to subscribe. We guys will be here every Thursday, and I hope I see you more often. See you guys on the next one. Love y'all.